Hey, this is Ross Bain with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Delta Green. Aaron was running the game, and I know for a fact that this is called Avatar Wars because he's told me this more than once, which is good because I actually remembered it.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Repetition, that's how I remember.
Yeah, I remember that too. I hope you remember nothing else of this game. So.
It involves a war with avatars.
Yeah, so...
I assume we're basically Ryan Gosling and we're declaring war on the Pirates one.
Well, that would be a close one too. Although I've been told I had to do this. This is actually called Avatar War because you're actually part of James Cameron's crew trying to stop him from sinking all his money into the endless cycle that is the film franchise.
It's not his money. What the fuck?
Well, it's not a franchise yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it. Like, this is the time sink of there, but no, this is
I'll post this. All right, so I'm going to wait until Avatar 2 comes out.
Fuck you, Sean. You were wrong.
So, in any case, though,
CEO traffic.
Yep. In any case, though, yes, this is actually a scenario that we've run at Gen Con and also for the Patreon. So, if you ever listen to this and decide to hear the different version of that, feel free to go to those recordings. But in this case, yes, this will be a scenario, so if everybody wants to go around and introduce their characters. From my right.
Sherelle Alameda. I am a historian from Texas, and I'm really good at horse riding, so
It's a personal passion.
This is going to be my heavy machinery for this scenario.
Okay,
I will try and... Fuck yeah, I have a hammer named Ride the Skill, and I will... Everything looks like a nail.
Okay. The question is, so what brought you into Delta Green?
I requested access to the Miskatonic Special Collections, and I got paid a special visit, and then they started using me to research things. So I'm probably behind the scenes researcher.
Okay, so more the archivist, keeping stuff down and saying, here's what you need to the Dewey Decimal System, log it, never look at it.
I've been doing a lot of genealogy research lately from the small town called Innsmouth. They really want to know what happened to where all the descendants of the people of the Marsh family went.
They don't know, it's just
really interested in that.
It's just kind of a straight trunk.
Well, they scatter. Oh no, it's all over. They spread far and wide.
Which works out. All right, Tom.
I'm Megan Harner. I guess FBI.
Okay, and what brought you into the agency?
No, mama.
Helping or hurting, Ross?
Helping.
I was part of a team that raided a very religious cult's compound in Texas, and there was some actual scary, freaky shit there.
Okay, so works out from that end. All right, and Sean.
Hallie Mota, an anthropologist, surprise, from Pennsylvania. And she got...
Not from Texas?
It's on the... you're using pre-gens.
I know.
So,
I can ride too. Not as good as you.
So, with this whole setup, the reason I got into Delta Green is I'm a cultural expert on certain aspects. Did not specialize in one culture. I specialized in essentially occult aspects of different cultures.
All right, and that actually will bring up one of the reasons why you were called in specifically.
Specifically Onmyoji.
Yeah. That seems like the title of a movie. So
it's also a type of sorcery.
Okay. But in this case, you all are called up for activated for a cell information. The details that you receive is that you are to meet at the local Comfort Inn over at Flagstaff in the east side of Flagstaff, Arizona, to investigate a break-in at a recently rediscovered green box. The information that they had been provided is that it had been looked over by a veteran agent, Carl Thompson, who had reopened that and was planning to go through going through the cataloging to see if anything had been taken or removed or taken during the time where it was out. The report stated that it had been going through occupation from a cowboy unit previously. But he had stopped reporting in about that's like 3 weeks ago, when other agents went down to take a look, that's like they found that he was at home, deceased seemingly of a terminal illness. So other details are not being given at this time because of channel security, but they want you to go through the green box, which is located at a local museum in town, and see if they can find anything that's been off from it.
Okay, so we have a master list of inventory?
You will be provided that on site. So,
okay.
But they believe, right, the reason why the anthropology and the research side for this is being called in is that they believe certain items that were concerned right now were actually found in the residence of Agent Thompson. So they have been taken and cataloged at this moment and are waiting for your investigation.
Okay, so he was taking things from the collection.
That is currently what they think. They don't have a lot more of evidence right now, and they can't actually prove that he had full-on possession other than just it being in his house, because it actually has retained none of his biological markers and more information, and also more information about the body that they're not giving at this moment.
Okay.
So, both working from it. So, that fun and the fun time. What is your excuse to get away from your current job?
What time of year is it?
Currently, it's fall. So, right now.
Fall?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in that case, going from that, Sherelle, where are you working at?
I guess I would be a adjunct faculty member at Miskatonic University.
Okay.
And I tell them that I need to go on a sabbatical.
So it's just coming from it, like, okay, let's see. I guess that you'll be working under Professor Hamilton. So
Hamilton. Yep.
And just he asks what reason. It's like what are you going to be looking over on the sabbatical?
I'm looking into old operas.
So in this case,
especially the history of invitations to them.
It is okay. Luck check. So,
okay.
Is Professor Hamilton associated with the program?
No, probably not.
He has no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't have said that if I'd known that.
And is kind of wondering, since this is actually the busy season for at least for doing inventory for the library, so you're going to come up with a fantastic lie to get out of this one.
Smoke bomb.
Yeah. I'm an adjunct. You barely pay me. Look, I have no idea. But I assume Delta Green was a competent conspiracy would provide some sort of cover for that.
What?
Delta Green competent?
Yeah.
So, okay.
At least in terms of the excuse of getting out of work. Yeah, I have no idea what my relationship with any of this is.
Okay.
So, I just tell them I'm going on sabbatical. I would have assumed I would have had some sort of prearranged thing, some excuse for that. Or failing that, my parents died, and I need to go attend their funeral.
Okay.
So.
All right. It's like that was more the joke I was playing. So,
that's
look at that. So we'll do that. All right. So go ahead, Tom.
Where am I?
Yeah. Where are you?
I'm currently in Quantico,
right.
teaching courses on hostage negotiations.
All right. So
What's your persuade at?
70.
All right.
Yep. So, all right. Well, you get that on. That's like in the terms. What is your excuse for getting out? So, what is your pre-prepared story?
Going to.
Well, it's easier because you could just say I'm going on an undercover job and I can't talk about it.
I'm going into a undercover negotiation with local law enforcement.
Okay.
All right.
So it works out. Go ahead and roll persuade. So.
Yep.
All right. So all right, good. So you have your green bag, and you're off. So, all right, and Hallie.
That's Dr. Mota. And currently on the West Coast, somewhere in Oregon, I guess. Some smaller university.
Okay.
But, quick question. Did my request for a semester of research fall through, or is it going? You said fall. I don't know when in fall.
So we're going to say that this is nearing. This is about early. It's like mid-September.
Okay, so am I on a research semester, or am I supposed to be doing classes?
Let's see. Luck roll. So.
All right. Oh, fuck no.
All right. Did you determine upper, higher, or low?
Oh, I didn't. Sorry, I thought luck was. Oh,
No, it's okay. Yeah, reroll higher and declare higher, low.
I'll declare low. I'm glad I said low.
Okay, is that
33?
Critical success? You get to do. You have turned in either superior work since the last semester, so you get to do whatever the fuck you want.
I just basically tell them, publish or perish. I'm double publishing for you guys. It makes you look good.
So. And yeah, the dean is looking at it going, good press! So
you loved my article on Abe no Seimei, so...
All right. Yeah, so you're completely covered. Once you come back, nobody else is completely... nobody is
name
questioning
dropper.
you.
I see how it is.
All right.
It's going to go hard with that.
All right, that's fair.
Okay. All right, so all flights are taken, and you arrive... most of you will arrive about the red eyes over in Flagstaff. When you get to the hotel, it's about... it's like you get to the hotel late night, so nobody's expecting you to immediately get
Have
in
we
there.
worked together before?
Yeah, that's what that's.
So, all right. Well, if with this one, let's do one more luck roll to see if you have.
So how do we... Is it just like somebody rolls between the two and it's yes, or...
I think, well, in this case, yeah, that's going to go from that. So I will let you determine if you've worked together before or not, if you want to create a backstory for that.
Yeah, we're fucking nerds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know each other.
All right.
We've worked together on a project because I know that Sherelle is fucking awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that genealogy thing. They're really insistent on finding these Innsmouth people. So
Some of them wound up in Japan, so...
yeah, exactly. They went all over the world. It's fascinating. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. All kinds of
I
connections.
assume maybe they want to interview them. Maybe that would be the next stage, doing interviews and just a study of these people. I mean, it might provide some sort of insight. They're certainly not wanting us to find them just so they can kill them all.
Nope. So, well,
That would be ridiculous.
You never know. So, just going with it. So, all right. But yeah, you all have. You do have.
We don't. I'm going to say I don't know Tom's character though.
Okay.
Megan.
Yeah, we're. I normally don't do sciencey stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so
Social sciences.
do you want to just like rando roll if we know each other?
Sure.
All right.
Even or odd?
Even.
Even.
Okay.
We know each other.
We don't.
Okay.
All right. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you've been. It's like Tom. You've just been brought in to do nerd protection. So you've done this before 100 times. So most of the time it hasn't been an issue, but several times there have been problems when somebody touched something or somebody read something they really shouldn't have been reading. So the ins and outs. But you have a message at the front desk letting you know that a meeting has been scheduled in one of the side rooms for 11 o'clock in the morning. So
Okay.
all right. So taking from there, you go next day, and you guys will go ahead. Are meeting with your handler in Agent Cantrell. That's like she's a woman in her late 40s, tall business. That's like business suit. We'll wait for you to come in. Ladies, thank you for joining us at this late hour. I am sorry to call you in from your projects, but we got a couple trips on this particular case that we are feeling that are a little bit odd, and we wanted to get some expert witnesses on site before we did anything. So, baseline information that you have is that Agent Thompson was one of our seniors who was looking over the screen box. It actually was located in the back storeroom of the local Native American Museum. So apparently, from what we understand, they found it to be a little more secure and less obvious than our normal our normal areas in U-Haul storage and whatnot. So, but apparently we found that if this was him getting into something that he shouldn't have in there, and we do not know if it either led to or accelerated his death. His body is currently at the local coroner's office. If that's like you're wanting to look at that, investigate it, we want to be able to get more pictures, at least information about this. But more importantly, and she pulls over a box about It's like 5x10. So,
Like
and
a
for
cardboard box?
it's actually a wooden box. So you see
Like a crate, like a shipping crate, or like a finely made kind of a thing.
kind of more of a finely made one.
Okay.
So it mainly is concerning this. And she tilts at the lid, and you see that on the inside it's actually holding a smaller circular stone holder, a cairn, that's perfectly. No, it's like circular, and it looks like, and inside there appear to be small or circular indentations going all around the circumference.
What is it supposed to hold?
That is the question that we're trying to figure out here. We can see that on the inside of it, it's like whatever the items they were holding, coins, medallions, something else, are currently missing right now. But our boys on the site did a little bit of investigation and found that there were some indentations of the original, and she brings up a rubbing and passes it to you, Admiral.
Okay. So is this kind of like a large kind of Cheerio or donut-shaped object, and there's like on the inner ring there are these indentations where like some sort of object with a pattern on it would
Yes.
be like
So, going from there, essentially, it's essentially just this, a circular, and then having smaller the holders.
Okay, so there's is the center empty or not? Or is there just a center indentation?
There's a center indentation. Okay. That one is empty as well.
They're all empty. Okay.
Yes.
How many are there total?
There are currently six. Let's see, there are 6 on the periphery, and then 1 in the center.
Okay, so 7 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
They took the rub. She actually hands you a rubbing that they took on the end of it, which appears to be some iconography. It almost looks like a bird. So,
well, are the indentations deep enough that we can see them with the naked eye, or do you need the rubbing to actually?
You would need the rubbing because it's so worn bare right now that this is the only time you can actually get this.
Archaeology to identify style of art.
Yes. So you can go and do that.
27 out of 70.
27 out of 70. Looking at this too from it, it almost looks like it's a Bronze Age piece just because of the chipping.
Bronze Age Mesoamerican?
Yeah.
Or like from this region, or is it like...
for that one, it's looking more closely related to Asian art. It's like
Bronze Age Asia.
Yes.
Like...
So,
during that time period, it almost looks totemic in basis, but you can't really fully identify.
Totemics are like Northern Asia, like Siberia, Ainu. Ainu, yeah.
Yep.
So, do you want me to drop an anthropology roll on this or an occult roll?
To
get more specifics. I'm thinking anthropology can probably get more towards the purpose of the actual thing. Narrow it down. Occult would be just like a huge esoteric thing. What do you guys think?
That's up to you, sir.
Yeah, let's narrow it down.
You can do one, I'll do the other. Well, I have a cult. So.
Yeah, I have a cult 40. I've got
a cult 60. So,
well, so you do that one. I'll do the.
Okay.
Ooh, anthropology, go. Nope,
Nothing. So.
All right, I'll do a cult.
Okay.
I failed that too with an 84.
Ooh. So, yeah, you can't get a beat on that on exactly where it is right now. But when she shows you the rubbing, she specifically states that this was actually taken from the the reason why showing this information for the rubbing was the reason why you were activated. Somebody up in a higher cell said that this was at least close enough to another. Problematic image that showed up about 60 years prior in another investigation. So they really...
Is there any chance of getting some of their information possible?
At this moment, no, because they currently have locked this down because of unspecified problems that they will not share at the time. Okay. So again,
a Delta Green mission from 60 years ago? Mm-hmm. And our names are flagged because of that mission? Is that what you're saying?
No, your names are flagged because of expertise in history at this one. So you at the moment right now are your main mission here is to investigate, see if there is anything else like this within the collection, and also ascertain what Agent Thompson's reasoning for having this in his house was. Because this was not supposed to...
So what's his official cause of death?
The official cause of death, official cause of death that we're getting right now is currently complications to advanced MS.
Multiple sclerosis?
Mm-hmm.
Did he have, like... why was he a Delta Green agent if he had that?
So apparently that was not given. It's like that information was not given to us. So, or he kept it close, very close off the radar.
Wouldn't that render him unable to complete missions? Like, that's kind of a debilitating... From what I understand, it's sort of debilitating?
It is, but they also, but also this mission here was, it's like, one, he was more or less a curator at this point.
Okay.
So looking to make sure that anything was in place and not disposed of. And also, two, it's like we had no particular records on there. He was brought back into the fold. After the reorganization. Okay. And apparently, given his actions, he was given enough clearance to and trust to do this. So not enough to go on active, but.
All right, what's the name of this 60-year-old mission that's apparently relevant to this?
That's like in particular was Operation. What was it? Operation Candor.
Candor or Condor?
Candor.
Candor, okay.
Yes, candor.
Like honesty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just candor, okay. Well, that's... Okay, so... Where are we storing this? Is there a secure place to put this?
So, currently, right now, this, you can use any of the sites. We have actually secured the area around the green box, so if you want to put it back in there.
Museum, okay.
At the museum, it's there. They do have local security, and you have been given clearance access to go in there.
Okay.
Again, but your covers are visiting. That's like visiting researchers, so you'll have access to the clean rooms and everything if you need to actually look at anything any more depth. But you are to remain in cover at any given point. So,
all right. What about her? I mean, she's real obviously interested in this mission, but with all her questions and everything.
Oh yeah.
But does she have any? Yeah. Are you even like a forensic expert? Or is that why you're here to do the body?
Megan.
Yeah, I don't. I have history at 30.
You're not a forensics expert, though?
No, that's at 30 as well.
Okay.
I have my highest skill is 70, so that I kind of I'm like a negotiator.
Okay.
Okay.
So is this okay? Well,
okay. Well, Agent, you can also we do have the information we need to give. We do need to get coroner's reports currently for. It's like Agent Thompson. They are going through that right. We only have the preliminary information right now, but we would like to see his body just in case if there's anything else to go for. And his house is still available. We haven't searched through everything yet.
I might have had neighbors or people.
Yeah, I'll go to the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So working out from that. All right. Any other questions?
Do we need research at the museum?
Yeah, we should go to the place with the armed guards and the security systems.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer to work in secure places anyway.
So, alrighty then.
We'll be talking to the museum for similar artifacts, possible leads.
Well, we'll get that list first.
Yeah.
And just check everything off, see how many things are.
That's going to take a lot of groundwork, so yeah.
Yeah, well, it depends on how big the list is.
We don't have access to grad students, so...
Yeah, this isn't the first time I've actually been out in the field, per se. And, I've talked to a lot of agents who are field agents, and I all got the impression that this was not good. Like, things seem to be fine until they're suddenly not.
It's perfectly fine.
I've mostly just been a consultant, except for that one time. And, they did send somebody with a gun, I think, this time.
Well, I assume that Fed has a gun.
Yeah, that's what
Obviously, she doesn't give a shit about this job, but,
Well, let's just get that list and do a full inventory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
we just stay there.
All right.
As long as we can. Back in the hotel, no mysteries. We just do lots of paperwork. It'll be fine. We'll be safe.
Don't read the book. Don't touch the object. Don't open the box, and don't turn the key.
Okay. That sounds reasonable.
That's just how bad things
I don't
are.
have much in linguistics anyway. I'm not going to be able to do... Yeah, I'm not much of a linguist.
I've got
Actually, I do have 2 languages.
Do you have to? Yeah, I was like, you should have at least 2 languages that you can.
I have 2 slots. So can we gumshoe this and I just fill them in as needed?
I will allow that.
Right.
So.
By the way, does this look like... Do these are stylized like Bronze Age China?
I'd be up for the iNew designs because that would actually connect with American Indian.
That was a little bit, so yeah.
All right.
So I will.
I googled Bronze Age Asia art, and I found line drawing of a bronze vessel from China.
So all right. So looking at that first. So on Tom. So are you heading with them to the museum, or are you going to go on your own research either to the
his house?
The house. Okay. So. All right, we'll pull up from that here in a second. So, you arrive over that. Let's see. Ross, give me the name of a curator.
Let's see here. Steve Tambor.
Nice. All right, so you have Steve Tambor. He has been the curator of the museum for the last...
He looks a lot like Jeff Tambor.
No, he's been the curator for the last 15 years. You actually know, out of general question, he greets you warmly, asks for your general credentials, which you have been provided by, and that's like takes you into the back. You actually see that the area for the museum, it's a all ground floor, but they do have a basement area going down, and there's a restricted caged area in the middle of their storage facility that you look up there and see that's the crates all are bearing Delta Green markings that are only known to you, or numbers.
Okay.
That's that. So this is it. From what you understand, before you've gone on there, they notify you again that he is not a friendly. So as far as you know, you're just coming in curating this particular issue.
Okay.
That's like, well, as he leads you down, like, I'm glad you're actually taking a look at this too. We've been really concerned with the whole issue of break-ins and then having any of this stuff.
So did he work with Agent Thompson?
Yes.
Carl?
Yeah, I did. He was he was the staff researcher who was coming in to basically catalog everything that we had here. So, nice guy overall. Pretty quiet. So, but not really. But usually wouldn't talk about much other than just at lunch every once in a while. Gushed over his daughter. So.
His daughter how old is she?
She's grown. She's been out in California for I think the past almost as long as I've known him. So she apparently does art out there somewhere. So
during this discussion, I've quietly put on handling gloves and started just peering around and getting a good mental inventory of what roughly goes where.
Okay, so
Before we get that list.
All right, yeah. So, but yeah, is he unlocking everything?
Did you ever meet her? Did you ever visit?
I think once. So she, I know she came. That's actually, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. She actually came into town about a month ago. I think it was just a general visit for her, but he took the entire day off, went out to lunch, and didn't really talk about it much afterwards. So
she'll be coming back now. It's really tragic.
Oh, yeah. That's.
Did you have any signs he was sick?
Not that much. I noticed the last couple of weeks he was walking with a cane, but. He said that he had an accident while he was out hiking, so he never really...
Shoot a quick quiet text to Harker, since I'm not really the focus here.
Yeah.
In-house, check Rolodex, look for daughter.
Tom.
All right, we'll go on that for that. All right, but yeah, here is... so he unlocks everything. And
Okay.
That's like unlocks
So
everything.
does he have the list?
He points you over to the desk that Thompson used, and he said everything should be over there.
Okay.
So,
And what's the daughter's name?
The doctor?
The daughter.
The daughter? Her name is Helen Thompson.
Okay. All right.
Start fondling the objects.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, look at the list, and
Well, yeah,
before we touch anything, basically verify every single item from 1 to whatever.
But no
how many
matter what-
pages? How many items are on the list?
The room. It's like the room on itself apparently holds about 150 different objects of varying sizes.
Well, I'm not talking about the room. I'm talking about the list.
No, that's on the list. So
Okay,
that's,
so there's 150
objects within the storage, the Delta Green cage
Okay.
here. So.
Secure coffee.
Yeah.
secure coffee. That's the priority 1. Priority 2, the actual job. So yeah, we're just going to first verify each one and make sure that see how many are actually missing.
Okay.
Consistently use handling gloves.
Yeah.
Okay.
And document it. I probably have a camera, a little point and shoot, better than a cell phone though.
All right. So in this case,
Document is great. Yeah. So, basic curator.
Museum maintenance.
Yeah, for this one, so I'm going to let you use, either alertness if you want to go ahead and see if anything's missing from that list, bureaucracy to get a bigger picture of it if you want
Well, I mean, it's a list. There's how could we fail? I mean, and maybe
we're just checking things off, right?
Yeah, we're just checking things off.
Okay.
Bureaucracy. If I could realize there's something weird.
Yeah, that's the thing I was going for. Because otherwise, it's just a list, and you can go through everything, but you don't know what the numbers mean. So,
wait, there's just numbers. There's no written description of every item.
So this is. It has a basic description along those, and with this, it does not give a full detail of everything. So these ones particularly say ornamental statue. Gives the basic description of horse. It's rider with horse pointing towards sky.
I look for his ask for a more extended catalog, or to see if he took photos or did other documentation of the items, basic stuff that anyone.
Yeah. So for that one, yes, that actually is all on. That's all on the closed circuit computer that he has. Okay. So So if anybody has a computer science one, they can.
Nope.
Nope.
I got bureaucracy. I have computer science, but I'm not there.
Okay. I'll allow bureaucracy if this is just called card cataloging.
What do you got?
I have it at 40.
So do I.
All right.
Do you feel lucky?
I will assist you.
That works.
Okay.
Right.
So go and see if you make a roll. Yeah, he doesn't need to. So go ahead and make it.
87. Love
Yep.
you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Delta Green got the best.
yeah, so he worked out on foot there. So, all right. So in this case, you can't. Yeah, anything right now. He had a very odd way of taking things. So, but if you want to do, we'll go ahead and say you can just do manual work right now for this. Say that it'll take a little bit longer for you to do, but you'll eventually find out.
All right.
So, so.
I'm going to do everything.
All right.
Yeah,
good.
I'm ready.
All right. So you were going ahead, Tom. You're going to Thompson's house. It is about 15 minutes outside of the main. That's the main city in one of the general suburbs, and that's he lives in just a general two-story house, normal. Mm-hmm. The ones anything you see out of Breaking Bad, probably since going with the Arizona structure. There is police tape in front of it. It's front of it, just the general caution. Since he was his body was discovered, looks like nobody's been in it at the moment. So,
all right,
that's as far as you can tell from the front. So,
well, I'll begin and thorough search of the place.
Okay. So, all right, are you just going in the front door, or are you taking another option? Are you trying to get me in sneakily, or just wandering in?
Fed.
Okay. So, all right. With that, it's you go to. It's go up there, open the door. Go ahead and roll alertness checks.
Yep.
Okay. You do notice that once you get up there, the door is slightly ajar.
Ooh. The front door?
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. Is anyone supposed to be here?
As far as you know, no. This has been an act. They've closed it off, and it's not an active crime scene, but somebody did die there. So
well, then I'll go in, gun drawn.
Okay, so looking around from there, you see that in the living room there's nothing been disheveled or knocked over in this case. But with the alert, you do see that he had a little bit deeper, not shag carpeting, but just enough that will leave an imprint. And there are fresher steps that look like they're heading upstairs.
Follow them.
Okay, so. All right, and as you're going through, you do hear, you go upstairs, and you do hear movement coming out of the bedroom. Out of the bedroom at the end of the hall.
All right. Move up there.
So, are you trying to sneak, or are trying to sneak, or just coming in?
I'll try to sneak with my 10.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's not a 0.
Well, if I roll a 0.
Okay.
11,
Oh, so close.
11 out of 10.
So it's
That's a critical failure.
That's when your phone goes off with the text that I sent.
All right. So yeah, you you end up tripping over a box that's in the hallway, stumbling along the end, and that's like hearing that all the movement in the room initially stops, and you hear a shuffle before it goes quiet again.
Like, FBI, this is a closed crime scene. Identify yourself immediately.
Fine. Just put the goddamn gun away. So you
step out into the hallway.
So you see somebody else, and looks like it's a woman. So one who's probably in her mid to late 20s. So can I help you?
Yes, you can identify yourself. This is a crime scene.
Can I see a fucking badge first?
There's my fucking badge.
What's going to get written up?
Fine. Can you stop pointing the gun at me? I'm Helen Thompson. This is my father's house.
This is a crime scene. You're not supposed to be here.
What crime has been committed other than my father dying of natural causes?
I'm not at liberty to say right now, ma'am. You need to leave the premises immediately.
You know what? I need a number so I can call. Report. This is not where you're supposed to be, and I'm not being denied my father's house, especially since since I need to make preparations.
Well, if there's still crime tape, no one's really supposed to be here.
So that's the caution for the other people because they didn't. So they didn't come in here. They didn't take it down because they wanted to think it was. They didn't know what was going on until they found out he actually did die of his disease. So do you have human?
Yes.
Go ahead and make that roll.
40. Yes.
Oh, she be lying about something. So. She is. You can tell that she is acting a lot more nervous than her bravado is letting on.
So was this guy a federal agent?
So previous one, yes. So he was actually a U.S. Marshal.
Ma'am, I'm here because your father was involved in several federal cases, and I'm here to secure any material that may be related to that. Beyond that, I'm not permitted to say anything.
Okay.
Look into the red light.
Okay. All right. Well, she's kind of putting the more of the fight, so that's going to be a persuade check to get her to leave.
22, critical success.
Damn, goddamn.
Woo!
Fine. Just fine. Fine. I'll come back later. I'm coming for his will, and because I want to make sure he has the preparations that we need. It was just me and my dad for the longest time, and this is really damn hard. Okay.
Of course, ma'am. Of course, we're sorry for your loss. I say very coldly, but I will not be long. But there are things here I need to secure.
Just whatever. See her close the door, and she storms past you.
She wasn't carrying anything with her?
No, she was not. So
I'm going to message them, met the daughter. She's lying about something.
Well, check the house for anything that looks
that's what I'm doing right now.
Bronze Age in particular? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know about the Bronze Age in Asia, right?
Yeah.
Don't send a picture of the actual rubbing. Just send a picture of what you found on the internet.
So I will search the house top to bottom.
Okay. So all right. Well, go ahead. Were you starting in the room that she was in?
Yeah, I'll start there.
All right. You go in. You see that it was just a general room. Looks like he had different. That's like old West posters that were around. He was apparently a big John Wayne fan. Like Clint Eastwood. You do see on the bed that the sheets that he was on has changed. And a little bit odd too that when you go in there, it's not terrible, but you do get that sickly sweet smell of decay. And look at the sheets and realize that they look like they're rotting in place. So taking from there.
Document everything I say. I've done this, but this isn't my first go fuck.
Okay.
No.
So in this case, go ahead and first go ahead and make a search check, and then we'll have you make one. So,
Yep.
all right. You look around. You see the one thing that it's like you see that what she actually had been getting into was looks like a wall safe that was behind one of the posters. And that it is still slightly ajar, so yes, that's like she didn't close it all the way. You look in there, and a little bit odd from that, you notice that there is a will in there. The will that is completely untouched. And the indentation of what looks like a box that was sitting on top of it.
So the will was underneath the box.
It's like, it was on it. It was underneath the box. So
is it just loose leaf paper?
It's just loose leaf paper.
It just says my last will and testament.
Yeah, it's just that you look at it as a base last will and testament that would be set for anything.
This side. Is she still outside?
Alertness check.
She's hiding behind
21. Yep.
21.
Parking meter.
So you, you actually hear rustling underneath where you're at, and it's at this point you notice that when you heard the rustling beforehand, you look at the window and it is open, and you realize she probably dropped something underneath and is trying to get away with it now.
Go downstairs.
Okay.
And just be waiting for her when she steps out of, I guess, whatever the bushes were.
Well, she's out there, so you realize that you are getting to her now. So it's going to be, that's going to be at least a dex or athletics roll to try to get back at her. So
Dives out the window.
Opposed roll on this.
What'd she do?
She critically failed. So
Okay. I'll give you that.
I critically failed more.
thanks, random dice. So anyway, you actually get down to there, seeing her tripping.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, what was her name? Mrs. What?
Thompson. She shares her father's last name.
Miss Thompson. I just want to tell you that here's that will you were looking for.
So. You look at. She looks at you just with complete fury in her eyes. Picks herself up, and you see her. She's holding her chest. She's wearing a larger over jacket as she snatches it from your hand.
I wonder if you might show me the box that was on top of it.
I don't have. That's like I do not have to show you anything.
Well, you're both on legally shaky ground.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Very well, ma'am. That is you do not have to show me. I will simply make a note that you removed something from the house, and that you were uncooperative. So I'll be sure to make a note of that.
You can just go ahead and fucking do that. And she's backing away from that. Go ahead and make one more alertness check.
Yep.
All right.
Now, this is the third time I've rolled a 21. Just saying.
Hit Vegas.
Do we need the salt and water with your dice?
Probably.
Probably so. That wouldn't hurt.
You see her eyes go really wide for a second, and then she bolts down the street. More likely, she probably parked her car across the way, around the way. So
I have no legal reason to chase after her.
Yeah.
I'm just going to. She removes something. She removes something from the house box, but
Okay.
Okay.
I don't even go back and I still gotta clear the house. I still gotta search the house.
Get her license plate too.
Oh yeah, just jot that down.
All right. She was further down, so you do get that information.
As she drives by, just
yeah. So all right, you drive by and. As you do, you don't have to do that, but you do hear the sound, at least down the street, because it's a bit further away, of a motorcycle starting up, and then its engine fading off into the distance.
meh.
Total coincidental.
Total. Come on,
Because this is a populated area. Vehicles are starting and stopping all the time around it.
I'm sure that sound of the Harrier jump jet powering up is totally normal too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good
Is that a gunship?
All right. So that's your time for it right now. Back to the museum. It is unfortunately taking you a little bit more several hours.
150 artifacts.
Yeah.
It takes some time.
So it's taking you a couple hours to get through that because of Thompson's inane cataloging system. But you do eventually find the item where the number to the item the Karen was, and its group section. And looking through it, you see that it apparently was part of a completely different set that included three other distinct totems, which are looking toward more kind of protectorate animals of some sort. You can't really tell just by first looking at it. And also another similar stone cairn. This one's actually much larger. It's about almost 16 inches in diameter.
This one here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these totems, are these the things that fit on the cairn?
So, it looks like, this looks like that they were actually fit in with the larger one. So
The ones that are here?
Yeah, the one that is here. So it's much bigger.
How many indentations are there on the larger one?
The
smaller one had 7, so...
Yeah, larger one. This one actually has up till 12 on the periphery of it.
Okay.
So,
and we have 12 totems then?
Yeah. And then... so it doesn't have 12 totems, though, unfortunately. So the indentations, are more what looks like more of the coins.
Okay.
So,
is that what you're calling the totems? The coins?
Sorry, no, it's actually different. I apologize.
Okay.
So I will draw this one out. So
while he's drawing that,
yeah,
Sherelle, I get the other impression getting to know Miss Harker better might be a good thing to take. But looking up on my phone,
yeah, we have
like a ladies' night thing. I mean, we could check out the circus room, maybe. Or I don't want to do the Dong Dungeon. It's a little too racy. You haven't been here before?
No.
Oh, wow. Don't bother with illusions. They were trying to say illusions. It's really like second rate. It's like all day time there.
Yeah, no, especially if this is a company expense. I mean, I've been stuck in Massachusetts for a while now. I've been on a genealogy project. So
sounds fun.
It's work. They're real interested in it, which is nice. I get funding and I get resources when I ask them. It's like they care about this.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I assume there's... Well, my theory is that this family, this group of family peoples actually stole artifacts or had artifacts that they're trying to trace. So they're seeing if they can find the descendants. The descendants might have still have them in their attic or whatever. So.
Did it connect to this place?
No, it's Polynesian and Oceania, like very.
Well, sometimes they make their way in. World War II was pretty crazy.
Nothing like anything I've seen.
Okay.
So nothing like that. So yeah, this is so it's nice. It's it's good work. So anyways.
You remove the lid off of this, and you actually see that the totems that you have are. That's because it has a larger C, but it has 3 different holes that are on the top of it, and when you put those in, those are actually the keys to it.
Those are the totems?
Yeah, essentially, those are the totems. These totems act as keys, and when you turn each of those, it helps you remove the lid off of this cairn. So.
Oh, I see. So it's like a container.
Yes.
Something inside it. Okay.
Yep.
What is it made out of? Bronze?
This one, no. It's actually more. That's the weird thing with it. You look at it. It feels smooth like a metal, but its consistency it looks like It looks like granite. So, but it
like
feels
super polished stone.
Yeah, like it should be, but it's cold and almost. It just feels cold and metallic instead of just what the consistency of a polished stone would be.
Okay. So it's metal that looks like stone.
Yes. So
is the only thing. How heavy is it?
So it is fairly weighty. It usually is when you both manage to get underneath it.
2-person job?
Yeah, a 2-person job, and on the scales, it's coming in at about 60 pounds.
Okay. So is it hollow? Knock on it.
It looks like it's hollow, and there actually are a couple of X-ray scans with it.
Okay.
That you can see because it looks like they didn't open it up completely just because of fear of what might have happened to the artifacts. But it looks like it has those same indentations for those medallions or coins like the other one did, with specifically 3 in the center of it, which those ones look much different than the ones on the periphery from what you can from what they're reflecting to, because these ones are coming up normal. These ones look like they should almost are like bright in the image for some reason, like the X-ray was coming up.
What does that signify? Archaeology? Like what material of 49? What kind of material reflects in X-rays?
So for that one, certain metals can with it, but
okay, just to know how to get it. So it basically the lid of this. Basically very wide urn kind of thing. It has a locking mechanism on it. Yes. And so the totems are the keys. There's 3 of them to unlock it. And there's also 9 medallions on the exterior, right?
It's essentially on the interior.
All the medallions?
Yeah, all the medallions, because essentially it's closed until you unlock it with the totems.
Okay, so the only thing on the exterior are the 3 keyholes?
Yes.
Okay. And there's 9 around the edge of it, and there's 3 in the center of it.
Yes.
Okay, and are those medallions there, or is it just the 3 center medallions?
It looks like the 3 center medallions are the ones that are at least in there. You can't really tell with these ones on the X-ray, so they could or they could not. But where the information was there, they didn't open it.
Okay, so they never opened it, so we won't open it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
it's listed as one object, right?
Yes.
So one object for the actual container. And then 3 more, 1 for each totem. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's all there.
Yes, as far as you can tell.
There's nothing missing according to the list.
According to the list, that all is there. The only thing that is missing from what you know was the smaller container that was found. At
his house.
Yeah, that was found with him.
Oh, that's the only thing missing so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Did they have medallions listed for that one or totems for that? Is the smaller one also a container?
Yeah. It looks like the other. Yeah, because that's what you were shown when you were.
Yeah.
So
that's actually a container. Okay.
It's a container, but it didn't have the locking mechanism that this one did.
Okay.
So,
and the medallions were on the outside of it, or on the lid of it.
That was on the base lid of it too. So since.
You said that the medallions are the interior.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and this is on the exterior.
Yes.
Okay, it's important for the scenario, so I want everyone.
No. I'm looking to make sure.
Right.
Yeah.
This is one object on the list. Are any of the medallions listed as separate objects?
So these ones, yes. Since that was opened up, they do list all of the medallions that are on the outside.
Wait, since it was opened up?
Yes. So this one was the only one that was actually. You do see the records for this, and this one was opened up.
Okay.
And these ones were recorded from it, so they had the supposition that these were probably similar.
Okay.
But
I thought you said the medallions were on the outside.
So basically on the top side of it, live. Kind of think of
one
on the
piece. Top interior of the lid.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So there's nothing on the exterior of it. It's
Yes.
just a smooth pot. Okay,
Yes.
kind of thing. It's just a very wide, very flat pot. Okay. So there's 9 on the interior. Can we just open it and see if they're there?
You can if you want. So,
were those 9 medallions listed as 9 separate entries on the list?
So, are you talking about opening up the big one?
No, this one. That's
okay. This one was all right. This one was open, and the medallions were gone. So
when they originally opened it.
When they originally opened it, they were there.
They were there.
Yes.
So we've already confirmed that there are 9 medallions missing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we know that. For a fact. Okay. I'm just wanting to know, what's missing.
No worries. But you only have the base. The base of the information you have is that from the rubbings, you can get a line of what they look like. Since this was just undisturbed, you could open it up and see what's in there, and if it matches to the rubbings that you have.
Not at this point. Not until we have a full list of what's missing.
Okay.
So keep doing inventory.
Yeah, we keep doing inventory until we know exactly what it's
in the meantime, use the information we've gained so far, see if there's anything familiar sounding.
Okay, yeah, that's absolutely you can do.
I'm looking for old legends kind of thing, so I guess that would be more history, anthropology, occult. What do you think?
I would allow
I'll do
anthropology or
occult.
So
I'll do occult.
Okay.
Nope.
Anthropology. 35.
So you don't have the full base of information from that, but you do know that some of the culture, at least the more tribal cultures that were existing in the mid-Asian area during that time frame, were usually we're calling upon certain protectorate spirits from that, in particular with imbuing it's like the strongest of them. It's like with items of their totems, so they could actually like protect each other, or at times of at times when they were warring with each other, they could like call on them essentially for complete combat. That they can do trial by combat to decide who would lead their coalitions.
Calling on blessings of ancient protectorate spirits to imbue people with special powers.
Yes.
Shamanic. There's predecessors to the werewolf.
Lycanthropy, various spiritual possessions, like even the
Shamanism.
Woad of northern British Isles, I mean, still fits in this category.
What region did this come from?
And so, from the looks of it right now, this modern day looks like it would actually be more around where that's like either Vietnam is the closest area.
Oh, Vietnam. Okay, farther west than I would have thought.
Yeah.
In the Bronze Age era. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Working from that, I will say that there is one sort of text that you can remember.
These were protectors of the people, not monsters or villains.
It looks like that it's like these were revered as warriors, although they did. That's like there is one note that you bring up from some of the research that you remember, particularly that's like they did talk about greater sacrifices to be made to empower these ones, both of self and of community.
Okay.
What kind of sacrifices?
Self, I imagine, is...
Was it like the shaman themselves, or did the did the community have to give up things to sacrifice?
It looked like something of a both. That's like the shaman was taking something onto himself or themselves for it, and that's like the community giving something in order to empower it to a return for that power.
Do we know what those are? Those things?
Not at this moment. It's just it's pretty vague right now. You'd have to do a lot more in-depth research to see if anything pops up from it. So
it's kind of a sin eater thing.
Maybe spirit balmy kind of. I don't know, but. But I mean, it would always miss.
Works about it. So, all right. But that's about as much as you can get for that. It's been several hours, so you guys can reconvene. So, with the information you have. So, I'll say this is just at the hotel, or do you want to meet at someplace else?
Yeah, we meet at Illusions, I guess.
God, no, it's a terrible place.
All right, sorry, where was it?
The circus room.
Circus room. Yeah.
Fun fact for Springfield. That's the name of a really seedy strip club here. So.
Yeah.
So you can decide what your next move is. Well,
Flagstone. Well, when were you last in Flagstone?
In character, or out of character?
In character. Yeah.
In character, I'm going to say is a few years ago.
Yeah.
It might have changed by now. The scenes could change. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So I assume Megan is here with us.
Yeah.
All right. So we know the daughter's hiding things. If she took a box with her, 9, I would guess that's the stuff that
it's probably at least some of the medallions, if not all.
If not all. So she comes here a month ago, and then her father then gets injured,
Yeah.
and then he at some point starts taking things home.
Yeah.
So if she comes here a month ago, that may have been when he showed her. Maybe he called her to come up here. Maybe she's already taken some, and this is her second trip to... I don't know. We don't know. There's more things we don't know than we do. Yeah.
I kind of... There's some... Okay, if we've been called in by, the project...
Yeah.
That means there's probably something to these myths about what kind of artifact that is.
Yeah.
So, obviously... Those two wonderful words, empowerment and sacrifice, come up.
You didn't read any books, did you?
No, we were just looking at a list.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Wouldn't read a book or open a box.
Yeah. We didn't even open up the pottery.
Never turn the key. Never read the book.
So... Yeah, we just don't know what's going on. Yeah,
we have to find a way.
Maybe this is just theft. I mean, this could just be these things are valuable.
If those artifacts were,
if this is just theft.
So, if she were to be arrested and the things belong to the museum, they would have to be returned to the museum.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So, just get her arrested.
But we don't have eyes on her, so we don't know if she's stashed it somewhere. I mean, it's better than nothing.
I mean, it would just be your credibility because you'd be the one to have to call it in.
Mm-hmm. Unless there's another way we can do it, but we have to make sure she's on the road when it happens.
Yeah.
We don't know where she's staying.
Yeah. Although you do have her license plate information, so that can be traced and you can look for her.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah, if we want to look for her.
Yeah. How much
We can't do it on any official capacity now.
Oh, there's a different way we can do it once we find her.
Yeah.
It's not terribly nice, but it'll work.
Okay, I'm just a historian, guys.
All right. So going through, but yeah.
But to be fair, I fucking hate thieves and people who steal from sites. Anyway,
Belongs in a museum.
It belongs in a museum.
So you do have a couple avenues. You can go ahead and it is pretty late, but you can still research to see if you can find where she's staying at through the tapping license plate information and following that. Or there's the coroner's office still.
Oh yeah, you haven't gone to the coroner's office either.
No, we wanted to come back here and meet up with what we saw, so I can go.
Maybe do the coroner's office first before you start, with the crimes.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I'll go see if the coroner's. I'll go see if the coroner's found.
Okay. So anybody else going with
You want
them?
to go?
Yeah, I mean, it's after hours at the museum.
Sure, why not?
So all right.
Hallie has had a few. She's going with. Fuck it, why not?
Okay, so you do have your federal credentials if you need to get on there. So you go to the the local morgue. So in this case, Sean, what's our coroner's name?
Coroner's name, Fred Heselworth.
Keep regretting this decision every minute more.
I could have used a different name.
All right.
You totally could have.
So, all right. You walk in there. So you do see that. No, it's pretty late. So it's probably about 8 o'clock at night. But they do keep after hours running to be able to take care of things. And luckily enough, he is on call tonight. So and you're at the front. Front desk with let's see. It's gonna be Linda Travers. So, who's the front desk clerk saying, yes, may I help you?
Yes. Agent Harder, FBI, would like to take a look at a body that has been brought in.
Oh, certainly. She's seeing about the intercom. May I ask who you're visiting?
Heselworth.
No, the corpse is Carl Thompson.
Is that Carl Thompson?
So you say that name, and you kind of see a little bit of the blood drain from her face. Tell me!
I'm sorry, I don't know where that thought came from.
And new character. So
Whoa.
Yeah, we can do that. Has anybody told you anything about that, or?
That's why we're here.
Okay, I'll go ahead and page them. So she sits down there for a second. So I'll work out. While everybody's waiting, everybody can go ahead and make an alertness check.
My alertness is 20.
You too,
I failed.
I made it! 19!
Holy shit, nope, I failed.
Oh.
Gave me that 30 is not all the way in, so
So I
give
got
me that illusion of hope.
You're random dice. All right.
19 out of 20!
All right, Tom.
I failed.
Failed? Okay. All right, so you're the one that's like you're just kind of looking around because it's the lobby of a morgue. It's not that exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But you do find a little bit strange, though, that's like anybody else who was stopping at this particular parking lot to do maybe a gear check or something, because you notice that somebody on a motorcycle sitting out in the parking lot just kind of pulling out. It's like pulling at its sleeves a little bit, so can't see much of it.
Weird place to stop your bike.
So maybe he's having trouble or something, but that's like...
Is he wearing a helmet?
Yeah, actually, it looks like he's wearing a larger... That's like fairly dark helmet for the night, too, which is a little bit off.
Is he
watching in this direction?
You can't really tell,
And the bodies are mostly like, you know what I mean? It gives us like an arc.
Yeah, the arc from that. You can't really tell at this distance, although it's just weird. The only thing that's showing up right now more is that it's pretty bright. It's like pretty bright yellow scarf that's showing up in the and under the light, but that's about it. So,
is he riding like a hog or a crotch rocket?
So it looks like a Yamaha or something else.
So that would be out of the duality of motorcycles, so either hogs or
a right.
no, crotch rocket.
Yes.
All right.
So.
Say it! Say it! Say it!
Anyway, yeah, but so a little bit odd, but that's when the doctor comes in. Yes, can I help you? It's like I understand you're here about our agent, Mr. Thompson.
Yes, we're here to look at the body and see what has been found out so far.
Okay, yeah, come on back. So,
all right.
So, and Dr. That's like Helmsworth.
All right, suck in the guts.
All
right, suck in the guts, guys. We're federal agents.
I'm walking down. I don't know what they've told you so far, but this has been a little more odd about this situation. Did they say? Well, when the paramedics were pulled over at where came over the house to take the body, he had only biologically from when the discovery and he was last seen, he had only been dead maybe a couple days at most. So the general investigation should have been already setting in here, but we saw a rate of decay in there that was looking like he had been in there for almost 2 weeks. And that has kind of continued till the portion of this day. Takes you around for one of the clear last areas, and everybody can go ahead and make a sanity roll.
All right. Wait, are we in there too now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Soundcheck.
Nope.
I make it.
I make it.
All right. So, all right. Go ahead. Go ahead and mark one off if you lost, and
if you failed.
If you failed.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and mark one you failed.
Mark 10 off if you made it. Sanchez.
So looking in there, you see his body, but it looks like the skin is almost translucent at this point, and it's barely holding its shape together. As you can see that.
So he's like jelly?
Almost that, because he said once you're walking into the foyer before the the dissection room, it's freezing in here. That they have dropped the temperature as low as they can go to try to keep the body's consistency, and you can see essentially the skin, organs, anything is in a slurry dripping over the side. He's been in an advanced state of decay since then, and I have not seen anything like this.
Is he skeleton jelly?
Do we see the bones?
That you can look over the closer. He actually brings up a couple of X-rays. You can say X-rays as you're going through. It seems that they're still there, but they're almost in. It's like everything in his body is just rapidly falling apart. I've never seen anything like this.
Who have you notified about this?
Handler?
So just
she's not a friendly.
This was noted in the report, but I've just logged this in the report so far, but it hasn't been.
Well, the coroner's not part of the conspiracy.
I'm at Cantrell.
No, I was asking her.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Who have you informed?
No, I've not completed my report yet, so this isn't going through. But
you didn't notify any agency or anything yet. So
not yet. Again, this is
good.
He's been in a couple days. Why is that good? But we might be having I'm scared to death. We might have some sort of contagion on our hand.
Well, clearly you would have notified people immediately if you'd done that. But here, Agent Megan here knows exactly what to do and who to call.
Okay.
That really
bureaucracy.
No. You should call our supervisor about this.
You're not my supervisor.
I said our supervisor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. But you two, you can go ahead and make an awareness roll.
Save me, Sean.
27 out of 20.
27. 68.
Okay, it almost looks like you're critical failure. So
No.
I'm not there.
it's just these two that could go ahead and look at it right now. So you,
Wait, he's not there. Or
you're all there, but this is something that you'll need.
Okay.
This is for you two alone.
Okay.
So looking at the. Looking at that, but yes.
because we were looking at the artifacts.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an impression of the indentation.
Well, it's kind of funny because you're looking at the X-ray itself, and again, it's more just showing general things. But there's an odd little, very circular indentation that it's like circular piece that's not really reflecting. That's blacked out on there, but it looks like it's where his throat probably was. So,
Doctor, what is that?
what is what?
That.
The hell? So,
Really? You
Seen it
didn't notice
before?
yourself?
well, to be honest, everything else was going on. I've been afraid to do anything further just because of him falling apart.
Trouble you for a real quick operation. I don't want to mess with your corpse. This is obviously your territory. Could you check, probe, remove that maybe?
Well, no, it can go.
Call Cantrell.
So,
We need a pickup.
so no. That's a foreign object right now. If that was the cause of it, so
Oh, yeah. See,
I'm going to call our handler. This corpse needs to be taken out of here immediately.
I'll get back to you. in a second.
That's what I'm doing while this is
Yeah, they shot in the hole. So I'm just like, we're consultants on a case in connection with the deceased, and there may be sensitive objects that. So we're going to handle this, but we need that foreign object extracted, or at least we need to get eyes on it to see what it is to confirm.
So the body's kind of your territory, and what that probably is definitely going to be ours.
Yeah, we're not. We're experts on we're different subject matter guys. We're not medical doctors. You are. Okay. You need to get that object out.
You're really pressuring on that, so that's going to be a persuade to make sure that he actually gives that to you. Or
all right,
see if
what's your persuade at?
40.
Mine's at 42, and I'm the one being an asshole.
All right, go for it.
15.
Nailed it.
I make it.
Okay.
Take any precautions you want.
Fine. Just you need to stay out of here because I do not want to be responsible for death if this is a pathogen. You actually,
Yeah, we'll be here behind the glass.
So you actually see him getting into a hazmat suit that was out there. So
I can't believe he didn't call it the CDC. Like, if I saw that in the first 2 minutes, I would have called the CDC.
so
I would totally check his drawer if it wasn't in plain sight, because there might be other hands there.
all right. So he gets in there. You see him taking out the tools, just kind of gently maneuvering over to there. I'll go back.
It's gonna go great.
All right.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
So Tom, you're calling Cantrell.
Yeah.
All right. What are you saying?
Basically, this body is unnatural, and it needs to be taken into custody immediately.
Well, that's your first solution. Take everyone.
Okay. What is your agent? What is your definition of unnatural?
I give full description of body I have just seen.
Skeleton jelly.
Okay. So
Skeleton jelly.
okay. Before that, I want photo records of this before we move. I mobilize another team for this. If this is as bad as you had, I want the full report from the coroner. That needs to be guarded right now. And if once I have that, we will see about setting up a constant perimeter around the morgue, just in case this is a biological threat.
I'll back down and get pictures and the report and send them now.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
not fucking around.
All right, go ahead and do that. So, all right. All right. Well, you're still in the foyer with everybody else, so because everybody's together. So, all right. But yeah, you see the coroner
Don't
go
just
in.
love our jobs, guys.
So, you see it slicing in, taking a pair of tongs, and digging around for that. The body looks like it could just break at any moment. So. The best one, actually, the description like that. If you remember what Senator Kelly's body from the original X-Men kind of did, that's kind of what almost this is doing now.
Ew.
Yes. So, but as they do that, he manages to pick up, and it looks like there's a lot of strands of this still holding onto it. But it picks up looks like a very silvery a smooth silvery coin that has the that's like indentation of, looks like some sort of mark of a cross in the middle of it.
Okay. Would it
On
be...
one side, and on the other side, you can turn it around, and you see that the impressions of it's like something looks very similar to the rubbing that you have on your hand.
So it's consistent in size with the medallion of the smaller disc.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So with that,
Pot, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
oh, and like, oh god, just and you can see he's going through, but yeah, that's a little off.
Yeah.
We should get that bagged.
Yeah.
And then he tries to pull it, and it doesn't move, or more, resists. As you see that the last of the ichor that it's attached to pulls back a little bit.
Is there a
It
PA
pulls more.
system?
Yes, there is.
That's okay, Doctor. We just needed to see it. Don't.
What?
Yeah. Just put it back.
What are you talking about? And that's when
I try.
And that's when the entirety of what remains of Thompson's body, something becomes far more fluid and something like a Venus flytrap as it encases it and pulls the coroner in. Out. Everybody make a sand check.
Yeah.
Switch it.
I got an 8.
Made it.
All right, made it.
Make it.
All right, even if you make it, lose 1.
That's fair. That's appropriate.
So,
Totes.
All right. Well, I don't have a gun, and I don't want to go in there.
I just muttering something.
I run.
That is nasty. That's some John Carpenter shit right there.
Yeah, I run.
I'm running outside of it.
I am running away from the thing. Yes, I saw the thing.
So yeah, this is fucked right now.
Yeah.
So you're ready. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, the time for getting out is now.
You have a gun.
Yeah, I have a gun. I know how effective that is.
You don't know that for sure.
All right.
Anyway.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
All right. So you are leaving you're leaving him to his the.
He looks pretty dead.
He looks pretty dead to me.
Stop copying my reasoning.
I'm not copying. It's the same reason.
Stop copying me.
Yes.
Beach.
All right. So as you're running through,
Should we call the actual police or something?
No.
No, actually, I'm calling. I speed out. Like, yeah, this is. We have confirmed death. This needs a quarantine now.
so all right. Yeah, that's like I give the description from that. So they're saying there will be a police unit to you now. Get out of sight. So,
Okay.
So as you're doing that, it's like you see
Hit the fire exit. Yeah.
Yeah. As you're running down the hallway to everybody else can make awareness checks if you're taking the fire exit to.
I'm not going to go past that
I see
receptionist.
things.
No. I actually get an 11.
Holy shit! So, all right. So, good job. Anybody else make it?
I did.
No. All right. You have no concern.
I'm just running.
As you're going back, you're getting to the fire exit, and you notice that somebody apparently in motorcycle fatigues is like dark green,
Like leathers.
yeah, leather, basically
Rifles.
dark green leather ones, a helmet that's it's like dark helmet with appears to be like more of a reddish visor across there, and a bright yellow scarf is just calmly walking down. That's like the hallway.
Do I get anything with my crit?
Yes, you do from that.
Yeah.
So, as you do, you actually see the same one. You look behind him, and very much seeing the corpse of the receptionist.
Okay.
And that's
Can I
fine.
tell, even though this person is wearing leathers, my crit, that if this is a man or a woman, like, obviously a woman will have a different figure than a man?
Yeah, so it looks more...
I mean, it's not necessarily, like...
Yeah. It looks...
Especially if she's taped her chest or something like that. But yeah, anyways, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks more like a man, just where you can say from the stance of it, but
So not Helen Thompson.
no, as far as you can tell, no. But this looks more like a man. But
How tall?
roughly about 5'10".
Oh, okay.
So
Wait, did you say he had a weapon?
he has no weapon in the hand. You can tell he's just calmly walking down from there. But as it's like you stop, you're the only one who said this that he pops up the visor, and those are not human-looking eyes that you're seeing coming from out of it. It looks almost insectoid compound.
Yeah, shoot it! It's not human. And I run away from both of them. Both that, like I run to the side, like
Yeah. So, but you get your sand check off of that. So.
yeah.
I'm just going like citizen, like board is closed. Evacuate now.
I yell, "It's not human! Shoot it!" And then I run.
All right. So,
Like no shit, it's not human. I'm thinking he means the thing in there.
No, it's not human. I point ahead, and then I run away
all right.
from him.
So,
I failed my sand check.
yeah. So, go ahead and take 3.
All right. So I'm running from both. Like, okay, I assume like morgue's here, front door is here.
Yes.
And the guy's coming from this way, so I can run like that way.
Yeah, there's an exit. Yeah, you were going towards a fire exit, so you guys can. You're basically like at the like the crossway of this.
Yeah,
getting
so,
the hell out.
so I'm running this way.
Yes.
So I yell at both of you. Yeah, that's not human, and pointing at the motorcyclist, and then
I just kept running.
Yeah, you didn't see it, but you heard it. So are you heating or?
So you two are going. All right, so you're going straight ahead.
I'm just.
That's basically our orders. Get out of sight. I am getting out of sight.
We're supposed to get out of sight. If I see an intruder that is not us, I'm redirecting towards a different exit. I assumed we were going towards the fire exit to start with. Sorry. So that's not a change for me.
We might have maybe the fire exit was ahead.
I'm moving to the car.
Okay, so just running outside of that. As you're going past, I'll say you guys are gone. Ross, you're the only ones that you see that as you're running out.
I yelled at both of them.
Yeah, you yelled at both of them.
It's out of my hands now.
Yep. But you're the one who's seeing this as you're going through. That it clocked you, but it's calmly moving back towards that's like the examination room, and not really paying you any mind.
Okay, I'm getting out of the way, and if it doesn't chase after me, great. So do I have to make any checks to get away from it? Or
So, no, actually, in this case, I'm not. It has no from that what you saw. It has no care about you whatsoever. It is just moving right along. So
okay. Well, I get out of the building through a side exit. I assume they too as well as they're not running right by it.
So, all right. So
Get back to the car. If the car's already taken off, hide in the bushes.
So that depends on who gets in first, and if you're running.
Yeah, who was driving?
I am.
All right.
Yeah, I'm only at 20.
50.
Okay, yeah, you're driving.
Yeah.
So, wait for you if I get there first.
All right, so we'll just going from there. So, where are you going?
That's a good question. We can't go straight back to our hotel room. Let's go back to the museum and make sure that that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go there.
Yeah. Do we have after hours access to it?
Make a luck check.
Damn it.
High or low?
Low.
Fuck. All right. You do not. So, but you can. You can probably bullshit your way over that. But
yeah, Megan, you can check to make sure that the site's okay.
Persuady person.
Yeah.
Yes. So when we get there, just let them know. We need we need to get in.
Okay. So you're going to use your access.
I'm just going. We need to get in. Federal business.
Okay, the night security guard, make a luck check for me.
No.
Okay. I don't know what the hell joke this is, but that's like this is for researchers. This ain't a police station.
We're researchers. It's an emergency research.
They're researchers. Like, I'm just gonna flash my badge. I'll flash the badge. Like, it's like, all right. It's like they are researchers. This federal business. Stand aside.
Persuade.
I'll let you do it.
Fuck. No.
I should not have let you do that. I should have rolled.
Well, I think it's like I got.
So, all right. So last chance on that to see you can persuade, or you can make a luck check to see if that security guard remembers you.
I have a higher chance of luck, but I almost want to persuade.
I have a 70, but this is the second time I've rolled up over 80.
Well, that's how probability works.
You can try it one more time.
30% of the time.
I'll try one more time.
100%.
You can get sharper dice.
You're on that one. So, yeah. So, all right. What'd you get?
I rolled it. All right. So low. 5.
All right. Oh yeah. You're one of those two newbies there. You still got your ID from the temp ID that the doctor gave? Todd gave you?
Reach into purse. Ugh.
All right, yeah. Did you forget something downstairs?
It's really important.
We just need to make sure everything there is all fine.
Yeah, no, it's working out. Sorry I didn't recognize you. It's like, is this guy an actual Fed?
Yes, she is.
All right, keep her on. It's like, keep her from wrecking up anything, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks. So, you got that now.
All right.
Yeah,
Comparisons.
I'm always thinking in my head, like, yeah, and fuck you for trying to turn me away, bitch.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I mentally do that, but
Getting aggro?
I'm a little too freaked out right now.
Okay.
All right, so we just go down there and just scan over everything, make sure there's no, holes in the walls, gates to other universes, slime people.
Definitely none of those.
Yeah, actually, you get down there, nothing's changed. So it looks like everything is where you left it. So
Okay, maybe call Cantrell again.
Yep.
See what's going on, because we totally spaced out because we did not sign up to fight slime people.
So.
Yeah.
All right. It takes a couple calls because it's going towards a big busy signal, but eventually you do get here. And are you? She has to be put on speakerphone.
Peep.
Yeah.
Ladies, I need a full report of what the hell happened.
Exposition dump.
Yeah, we be honest and forthright.
Leave out a few details.
No,
what?
all details.
Like where we came from to go to the morgue.
Oh, well we after dinner we went.
Yes.
So
So I think that's allowed. You're fine. So
clubs have the best buffet tables. Don't
Yes.
you know anything?
all right. Well, this it's like I'm sending you some files now. I've had these erased from it, but this has been upgraded to a more serious issue now.
Yeah.
She actually forwards you. That's like if you have a laptop. So
Yeah.
the body itself is now gone, or whatever it is. We saw you getting out there, so that's been scrubbed, and you will not have to worry about that. But please tell me you have the other coins in your collection.
I tell her what we verified, So
Have you verified that those actually are in there?
in the larger disc,
Yes.
we've not opened the disc because according to the paper list, according to the documentation we have, they never opened the disc. But we can open it right now if you want us to verify it.
And if anything happens, we're on speakerphone, so you'll know.
I would give. It's like I am giving authorization on our side to verify that the contents are still there.
Okay.
All right. There's 3 of us, 3 keys.
All right, we do that.
All right.
I set my phone up at a side to record video.
Mm-hmm.
So
Take a selfie.
Yeah, well, video.
Oh,
Just-
okay.
yeah. So if anything happens, they can make a found footage segment in the next VHS.
Woo!
VHS 4. We're out of ideas. Yeah. Anyways.
All right. So you have 2 of those. You put those in. Each one of those locks up particularly, and once you turn them, you hear the hiss of what would be almost pressure. It's like older air that had been trapped in it.
Okay.
So
Maybe we should have worn masks.
I'm wearing gloves every time I handle an artifact.
Well, I'm talking about
Masks.
that might have been gas. It might have been.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Too late now.
They don't really keep a lot of masks in museums these days.
Yeah. There's not really pressurized Bronze Age discs in containers.
Not really. No.
Airtight ones. That's weird.
Pretty.
We also haven't identified what this material is.
So a little bit. It comes up. You actually see they all have latches there, so you can actually easily get your fingers underneath and pick it up now. Mm-hmm. And so, and so you open up and you see that all of the coins in here, the silver ones that you recognize coming from the body, are circling around and seem to be there. The other ones, though, where that's like apparently you actually look on the inside of the lid, and there was another metallic heading over there, which was actually blocking you from seeing the details of these during the X-ray. So that's why it actually showed up as those white images. Okay. There's a slot for 3 coins. 2 of them are gone, and one of them, although you can see images underneath it far more clearly now because these indentations have not worn down. One of them looks to be a picture of some sort of bird. The other one seems to be a picture of a large cat, maybe a tiger, or something similar. And the one that remains there appears to be a picture of some sort of other insect. So, not really knowing exactly what that is. It looks like a grasshopper. It could be a mantis.
Okay. So yeah, we talk about it as we're doing it, narrating for Kentrell. I don't know. 2 coins are missing, which are distinct from the 9 medallions. One is still here. They are of a larger size than the one we saw. I mean, those are what the one we saw on the body was at a. My understanding is that it was physically smaller than any of the ones that would be in here, or is that could that have been one of the ones, or is that for the smaller disc?
That's from the smaller case, but its carvings are identical. So.
Okay. Oh yeah, so I forwarded that to her. So we believe Helen Thompson has it. Her license number is
read it off.
So
we're putting a trace on it now. You'll know as soon as we do.
We can go and persuade her to reveal it. I think maybe you can say if she'll be in danger if she doesn't come into custody and return everything she has, because I think she is in danger.
Okay. If she's connected in any way, shape, or form, I believe you too. So, but we need to take care of this now because of at least this. And you have a video that's forwarded to you. Okay. It's the rest of the security footage. As you see the biker stride into the it's like the examination room into the foyer. You can see the mask that used to be Agent Thompson flaking around, breaking breaking glasses and implements and almost break. And actually, as it sees the rider, it smashes it and makes a beeline for it. But as one of its tendrils come out, it catches it and flings it back, and the mask almost acts like it was burned.
Okay.
And that's when it starts disrobing. It actually takes off the helmet. You can't see its full face yet, but it takes off all the clothes, revealing that it is naked underneath that, but it's no human skin. It seems to be a scaly, hard carapace that's covering the body. And it grabs the tendril and starts consuming it.
Physically eating it?
Physically eating it. So, sand check again for everybody else around.
All right, that's fair.
All right.
I'll make that.
I make it.
All right. So you've seen this. It's only in one, but yeah, this is what you're seeing.
Well, that's gross.
Okay. All right. What was the actual loss of that, if you made it?
Just one.
Okay.
Oh,
since it's on a camera. So
yeah. I'm glad we didn't stick around for that.
Nope.
Yep. So, working off on that.
So, we need flamethrowers, it sounds like.
This is...
Maybe an airstrike?
So, this is, at this point right now, Cantrell says, you need to identify her, you need to find her, since she may be in danger if this thing sees her as connected, if she's carrying something from there. We've identified that these objects are not going to be safe within here, so you are to package this up, take it with you, and then report to the airport where we will charter a flight for you back to a safe house.
Great. I don't want to be in the same state as this thing.
Well, that is the idea. This is...
Safe is good.
Are we going to miss Arizona if we have to get rid of it?
No.
I think we're good.
So... All right, but they've given you the information. It looks like Miss Thompson is staying at a hotel. That's nearby. Actually, nearby the center of downtown. So looks like it was just a cheap motel that she managed to get into. So,
Helen?
Yes.
Okay.
So. It's like they was paying, but she was paying weekly by it. So.
Okay.
So she took. And as far as you can tell, her car has not gone anywhere since then.
Okay, so she's still there now?
Yes.
Okay. Control, do you have anyone else to go and pick her up, or try to, or are we the only people on the ground? Right?
You are the only people within the ground that we can send in at the moment. Okay. She's had contact, so she may that's like despite that's like what the report, she may trust you a little bit more of what's going on, and we just need to get her out of this thing's reach.
Okay, so maybe the two academics should go to the airport with the artifacts.
Yeah.
While our agent goes to talk.
That's
to
fair enough.
Yeah.
Could we secure some kind of protection on the way up?
Do you have an extra gun? I
just have my service.
Well, you're not very helpful.
Is there a late night gun show going on?
We'll do to Arizona, of course.
I go to the drive-through gun and beer.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't Texas. Come on.
There's actually close to that in Missouri, so.
Yeah. So, let's just go now. Like, speeders are... Like, we don't know how the insect guy was able to trace that. Oh, also, did the security footage show what happened to the coin that was in the corpse?
Yes, actually, it did. You actually see that once it started...
Slurped up.
Yeah, it consumed whatever the hell that was. It ended up taking the coin and...
So it didn't eat the coin.
No, it did not eat the coin, but it actually take it out very gingerly, almost like he was holding it in reverence.
Okay. So we need to move now and get to the airport. So get that charter flight ready to go. Like when will the charter flight be ready to go?
It will. It's going to be taking at least a couple hours. So you need to, and once you find Miss Thompson, and you need to lay low. You need to make sure.
Why don't we just drive?
Okay, so how do we secure a second vehicle?
We should each have our own rental car.
Okay.
You do have rental cars,
Okay.
although remember that this is still a fairly sizable object, so pulling out...
You said it was 16 inch. The larger one was 16.
Yeah, it is 16 inches too, but it's pretty heavy. It's still 60 pounds too, so it's pretty heavy.
It'll still fit in the trunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
60 pounds is going to fit in the
You
trunk.
can put a Weber grill in the back of that trunk. It's fine.
Yeah, well, a couple of bodies.
Well, I don't know when we're going to need that, but do totally keep that in
maybe we should split the two discs up.
All right, so who wants which one?
I'll take the larger disc.
Okay, I'll take the small one, I guess.
And then, why don't each of us just sort of drive around and have each other on speakerphone
Okay.
at all times so we can be aware of each other? And because I think a movie target's harder to find.
Quickly start plotting around.
And if we see the motorcycle, we immediately go to the nearest police station. So we just kind of drive around just map out nearby police stations and keep moving between them.
You want me to...
Actually, you know what? Maybe we just go to a parking garage.
Actually, you want me to go get her?
Yeah, you go get her now. And then
Yeah, I'll
each
go
of
do
us
that.
will drive to a different parking garage near a police station. And if we hear a motorcycle come, we just drive right out and
Okay.
go to the police station and hope that's enough.
Works for me.
Hope that it doesn't turn into a Terminator 1 situation.
Yeah, well, we're both unarmed academics, so we're literally useless in a fight. We have no idea if this thing could even if we were useful in a fight, we don't know if this thing can be killed like conventional weapons. Yeah. It may be a Keith Richards.
No, we're not going to mention that.
Okay.
Not since 69.
Okay. But yeah, you go get the lady and tell us what she knows, and tell her her ass is in danger if she don't help us. So yeah, you're expendable.
Whoa! Oh there, Black Falcon.
If I die, you're fucked.
Probably because if he can find you, he can find any of us.
And also, I'm the only one that can fight to a reasonable extent.
Well, we don't know if this thing can even be killed by bullets. So,
But if it can, you better...
You're it.
I got the gun.
Well, you got a pistol though. Like, is a pistol going to kill that thing?
All right.
I don't know.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so going from here, we have the plan that you're going to split up the two Karens, take those in separate directions
But still on the way to the airport.
on the airport. So,
Separate routes
Separate routes.
can potentially converge if needed.
okay.
And, and then Megan goes and secures, what's her name again? Oh, Helen.
All right. Yep. All right. So that one. All right.
Yes, off we go.
All right. So Ross,
Yeah.
go ahead and make an awareness roll.
Well, I'm not very aware of things.
All right.
Maybe I'll crit succeed again. It's possible.
It is possible.
It's a 1% chance I do that. This is for the tension, building up drama,
Listeners, I hope you appreciate this and give us feedback.
You want to make it even more?
And there's a giant Monty Python. Get on with it!
Nope, I dare not invoke it. One.
You know what that happened, Ross?
Yeah.
The power of
Tweener!
God damn it.
has smiled upon you.
God damn it. God damn it.
Listen to RPPR for more context on this reference.
it's fun on its own, though. I mean,
We should be listening to that anyway.
Support the RPPR Patreon.
Yeah. Seriously, do that.
Yes, please.
So, yeah, I fucking critically succeed.
Alright, so is that still a critical success? Okay.
Yeah, one's always a critical success. 100's always a critical failure. Okay.
All right. As you're getting the Karen there, you and Hallie.
Actually, I'm going to park on the street, so because a parking garage is a great way to be trapped.
Yeah.
I would say park in front of a police office, and if they call, just start giving the "I don't feel safe right now" speech.
Yeah, basically, I'll park in the police parking garage or parking lot.
But yeah, you're getting everything there. You hear it first, at least the moment.
I'm not
where
going back to
you're
my hotel to pick up my shit. By the way, I'm just a bit.
Yeah, but you lock it. It's like you lock everything in place to make sure the Karen's there.
So we're in the museum parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is because I'm assuming you're taking out everything into your cars. So
the MacGuffins, as it were.
yes.
Yeah.
So I can say that point. But after you've locked them up, you put it in the car and you're just kind of sitting there for a second. You know you're alone, but you almost you hear a voice next, very faintly, just saying, "You're afraid. I can give you the power to protect yourself."
I look around. I don't see anybody.
You do see something in. It's like in. There is something that's in the car with you. You do. It's like the Karen's in the trunk, obviously,
Yeah.
but the totems are next to you, and
Those are the 3 keys.
Yeah, and the keys and that. And it's like that grasshopper mantis looking one is kind of sitting there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, you know what? If these two are still in the parking lot, here, you have the totems, because it's probably a good idea not to have the thing that can unlock this sealed thing right next to that thing.
Should we each take one?
Oh, that's a great... that's a great idea. All right.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. There's a cat, there's a bug, and there's what else?
A bird.
A bird.
I'll take the bug.
Tips on cat.
Okay.
You're the bird.
Apparently.
And then I'm like, okay, we take these, do our thing. Ready? Break.
Break.
Already in the.
I don't trust voices in my head.
So wait, you have the
bug.
The mantis thing.
mantis. Okay.
It's like, can I be a mantis? Yeah, first.
When have I ever done that? Exactly.
Go to the great game fun of '83.
Well, the choice between being human and being not a human, I know what your choice is.
So,
Yeah, it's not a human.
Anyway, moving right along.
Yeah.
All right.
So I ignore the voice, because that's what a rational person would do. Yeah.
You're pretty afraid about it. But
I'm not disagreeing. Its assessment was pretty accurate. I am scared. I saw a jelly corpse, Scalajelly, also insect demon Hotline Miami guy.
By the way, Skelejelly's now an official term.
Scalajelly is apparently.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't want any of that. That's a rational response to be nervous and afraid of things.
Okay.
I want them to get that charter flight going. I want to get out of here. I want to give this to someone else, and I want to go back to researching perfectly innocent genealogical things that don't have anything to do with mass murder.
You're looking.
You've been researching Innsmouth long, haven't you?
No, I mean, they aren't
Anyway.
using my research to commit mass murder.
Okay.
That's certainly not what they're doing.
Okay.
You know
so,
what? I take that to the bank.
So
You
you're
can
heading.
trust them.
yeah, driving.
Hey, so you're heading to the airport right now, or
We're heading to a couple of police stations very close to the airport so we can park in front of them and you do that thing where you just have to sit in a parking lot for a while. Is what we're looking like.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Basically.
all right.
And we just have our phones on speaker, plugged into the car charger so they don't run out of things.
Barring some massive EMP.
All right. So in this case, so you're taking that, and Tom, you were going alone
Okay,
to.
Tom.
Yeah, I'm going to find the daughter.
Okay. So
What was her first name again?
Helen.
Helen.
So, all right, you do go there. They give you the information for which one. You don't know exactly what room she's in. So, For that, you get that's like the front desk. Are you just going to? That's like you. Are you?
I'll look for her car.
Okay.
Is it a motel where like the doors are on the outside?
No, it's actually one that's it's a downtown one, so it's actually they have a separate parking lot that's going up. So it's more like that's like cheap tourist street, a tourist street.
But but all the rooms are on the inside.
Yes, that's correct.
I'll try the front desk.
Okay, so how are you? It's like how are you getting that number?
I'll just go to the front desk and I'll try just asking first.
Okay. Well, sorry, we can't give out that information. That's personal. That's a personal client. So you have a teenager going there, sitting there like, I know the rules, man. I'm not getting fired over this.
Like
that's what Jim. That way after the Jimmy. I'm not gonna be Jimmy.
I'm just gonna she may be in trouble. Like you could help me. You could help me maybe save her.
Persuade.
Well, I haven't had good luck on my 70 persuade yet. 55 critical success.
It's like, dude, FBI. This is the most exciting thing that's ever happened to him.
That's like, son. Okay, you need to be calm.
So
okay.
No, dude, awesome. So,
okay, you're working with
okay,
me right now, right?
Okay, yeah, we're working with you.
Awesome.
Come on, Human Shield.
I just tell me which room she's in.
Yeah, she's 6th floor room. It's like room 87. It's down the end.
I'll tell you what. And if anyone comes looking for her, that's not me. You call this number.
Yeah.
You ask for Agent Harner.
Okay. Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. Absolutely. So.
All right. Thank you, son.
All right.
Doing a good job.
Okay. Yeah.
For your country.
Thank you. So, all right. You get up there. So, go ahead and make.
Is this just a ground floor, or is there?
No, it's 6th floor. So
she's on the 6th floor.
Yes.
Okay. So she's not going to be going out the window.
As far as you know. So there are fire escapes.
She's not going out the window.
Who's the GM here, Tom?
I don't know, but she can't possibly go out the window. That'd be ridiculous. That's as bad as losing the list.
All right. So she's going up there. Doors closed. Do not disturb. Sign seems to be a permanent fixture to that knob.
All right.
So you don't really hear it. You don't hear an answer, but go ahead and make an awareness check.
Crit fail.
100.
Yeah.
Good job, Tom.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Good going.
All right.
So what do you do?
Sorry, I keep her last name again.
Her last name is Helen Thompson.
Miss Thompson. FBI, ma'am. There's been an incident, and there's a very good chance you're in danger.
So with that, you're just pounding.
No, I'm not pounding. I'm knocking.
Not knocking.
Kill us all.
You still don't. Yeah, from that you didn't hear anything of that though. But that's like that. That's like you're about to make your next lock when all you can see. You can really call it as a purple chitinous spike comes through the wall and slams right into your abdomen.
Like. God fuck off!
So let's see what's the damage on that one. So
see, your backup plan should have just been to go through to each door and shout trick or treat while kicking the door down.
Yeah.
Trick or treat, motherfucker! Boom.
Take 3 damage.
Ow. That's not nice.
Did I say 3? I meant 300.
What was this, a tactical nuke?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So yeah, you pick out the end of that.
So it went right through the door?
It went right through the door, and it's like Anne came back, and you just hear a scream going. It almost sounds like a half on. I'm sorry, God, I can't stop.
Gun out, you need to calm down, ma'am. I'm sure we can help you out.
It sounds like she's just gagging or choking on something. As it's like that's the only sounds that you can see. It's completely pitch black now. You only get a little bit of light from the hallway in the it's like almost 6-inch hole that was put in through the tip of whatever she shoved through.
This is fucked. This is fucking fucked.
So call time we can do.
So decision making. I'm gonna let you decide that while I go to the bathroom.
the good little FBI angel on your shoulder saying, "Kick the door down, help the person.
She could be in trouble.
She could be in trouble." The bad, the devil.
The rational ones, like, get the fuck out of here.
I like how you just immediately recharacterize the devil as rational. You're like, yeah, no.
In this case, like, you need to get the fuck out of here, man.
No. He'd be saying, shoot through the door and then run.
The Delta Green agent?
No, set the building on fire.
Yes. Tell the kid to leave. Get a can of
No,
gas.
don't tell him anything.
Or the devil will be like, the kid's probably in on it.
Yeah, shoot the security cameras, set the building on fire, destroy all the security tapes, get out.
Remove all witnesses.
Remove all witnesses. Shoot that teenager in the head.
Right. Okay, so you're not helping.
Yeah. No, help the innocent person, Tom. She needs your help. Come on, Tom. Come on, help. Sorry, what's your... Megan.
You shut
up. Come on, Megan.
Like, shut up.
Come on. You know your moment. You can't shoot me. I'm part of you.
Right, I can't.
Get the door down. You can do it.
Like, I hate you so much.
No, you know me.
All right.
What would your hero, Robert Mueller, do? He'd kick the door down.
Connor.
Like, no.
Oh, no.
Like, he'd spend months gathering up all the evidence he needs before he acts.
No, he'd act decisively in time of action. Like when you hear shout, but obviously there's a need for help. There's a call for help.
I kicked the door open.
There you go.
All right. And then you do that?
Well, actually, wait. There's a hole in the door. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna can I reach underneath and unlock it?
Sure.
Just
How big is the hole?
It's about 6 inches. So.
Shit, yeah.
All right. I'm going to come in now. So if you you need to be calm, and I'll try to help you in any way I can. Open the door. Can I feel the light switch?
Yep. Make a good old stand check.
Okay. 11, critical success.
So, all right. Well, you still will end up taking 2 from this.
What? That's lame.
So, as you see that Helen is there, but it seems that that's through part of her body, at least going through the batting her upper torso, seems to be painfully mutating into some hardened shitness material on top of her. It looks like she can barely move, and she's just in utter agony. So, but she does see enough of you to look around. Stay back! I can't control it. It burns. It hurts. Oh God! Oh God!
I can't go to the manual to know what the proper field thing to do in a situation like this is. Fuck. You're on your own. Oh, fuck you.
But she is outside of this too. She's obviously into something.
What? It's
you should leave and go back to the circus room.
Can I see anything on her?
Not from basically that's her neck bones going down, because she's just altering. So you do see that it looks like she was in the middle of typing something up in the middle of the room. It's a miracle that laptop hasn't been knocked over yet through all her thrashing. You can see scars along the room where she's either been gouging out the drywall, the bed, anything else in her throes. Just utterly screaming. It's a miracle nobody's probably has heard her before, if they even have.
The fuck? I can't. I got a handgun. I can't fucking contain this.
Well, in this case,
you can try.
Containing it. There is one human portion of her that's still showing.
Or her head.
Yep. So.
Oh, shoot that.
Yeah. Take aim through the hole in the wall.
Mm-hmm. So, well, are you in the room now, or did you open the door and turn on the light?
I just turned the light on.
Okay. All right. So if you want to get a shot off, so
I'll try it.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
All right.
Aim.
All right.
Good job, John. You can do it.
Oh, you're back now, are you?
I try to help people, but I also love to kill.
35. That's it.
35. That's a hit. Roll.
It's D10, right?
Yep.
5.
5. So you actually, that's like you managed to go ahead and make one luck roll.
I guess low.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to hit. It's like the shot goes through. It hits one of the more chitinous portions between the collarbone and this. You see it indent, actually embeds in there, but then it causes her to scream, and you're seeing it crawl up more like that's like moss over hers, and slowly covering it, extending her face.
It's fine.
Fuck. I'll try one more.
Okay.
Do I get any bonus for aiming, or?
So panicked in situation right now. I'm gonna say no because that's the last one.
Nope. I miss.
Okay.
Well, hang on. Okay, I crit, but I just miss.
Okay.
That's it. Like, yeah. Fuck it. I'm calling. Okay, definitely calling this the fuck in.
So yeah, it pretty much the rest of the transformation goes through, and you can take one more sand check as the head dissolves and she forms into this.
Nope.
So you should have just set it all on fire.
Yeah.
With what?
I don't know. You have
Stuff from the minibar? There's hard alcohol in there.
I'd have to go in the room for that shit.
Well, that's a chance you decide not to take.
Get somebody else's minibar.
Yep, and for your hubris on that one...
My hubris? What the fuck?
For keeping yourself safe over the public. Delta Green.
Whoa.
Lose 4.
Sanity?
Sanity.
Okay.
God damn it.
Oh, you're fine.
No, it's the eraser. This pen cap keeps taking the eraser off with it.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh. God damn it. All right. It's right there. I know, but I'm using my pen.
All right.
Mine.
Yeah, there's tons of pencils. They're all good.
All right. So, last one in this one, you see her, that's like, it's whatever Helen used to be, stands up, screeching, looking directly at you.
And this is where I run.
Okay, so you're running out. So, all right.
Fuck this, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this.
So, and...
Look, I have a 9mm pistol. I somehow don't think that shit's going to do anything.
Okay, so...
Like, do I run past the clerk?
Yes.
It's like, leave the building! Just run past.
Yeah, he heard the gunshots.
Yeah, you heard the gunshots at that point, so this is running down... You're just running down the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that... one more luck roll before you get out.
Oh, I didn't declare high or low.
Oh, you can roll. You can declare higher.
Okay. Low. 6.
All right. You're lucky enough that once you're coming down, you actually see whatever it's Helen. Its wingspan has now expanded, flying down the hallway, and your that's like friend is. You're lucky enough to see your friend, your clerk friend, looking at. What can I do? That's like just in that case. So you get your choice. You can let it or pile right. No, it's like pile right into him or leave him behind.
Like, move your ass!
So all right. So let's see if that persuade gets to him before in time.
It fucking better, otherwise he deserves to get killed. 51. It succeeds.
All right. He turns around and manages to dodge out of the way just in time. So
Good job.
yeah.
Like, I did my civic duty, fuck!
You're an FBI agent. Your civic duty is a little higher.
All right.
My job does not include fighting monsters with a tiny pistol.
It actually literally is.
Then I should get more than a tiny pistol.
That was your fault.
How is that the fuck my fault?
You're a Delta Green agent. Number one thing, get a better gun. Anyway.
All right.
You don't even know.
Hey, man, all I know is if I can get my hands on some dynamite. My character has 20% in demolitions.
Please, God, don't. Please, God,
I have
don't.
20% heavy weapons.
How the fuck do you have that?
And 10% heavy machinery.
Flamethrowers.
Yep.
Those are things you could use in the Antarctic.
About flamethrowers on a backhoe.
There you go. So
Well, great. All we need is a flamethrower and a backhoe where we're in business.
and we either we succeed in the first round or we die because it's 20%. So it's a quick fight, one way or the other.
Like, get into car, engine on, drive, fuck.
All right. What's your drive?
50.
50. Make that roll.
Fuck.
Crit fail.
Fail.
All right. Basically, for that, you go ahead. You end up. This is to cleanly get out. You wipe out a couple other bumpers on your way because you were in panic drive. But you're going out, and I won't make you make the roll for this. But once the creature comes through, it looks towards your direction, but seems like it's distracted somewhere else, and then flies off in the direction of that. So go ahead and make one more. I would say this is just a general knowledge roll. So. Intelligence times 5.
Alrighty. Nope.
It's gone. It's not chasing you anymore. It's cool. It's fine.
I'm getting back to my team now.
All right. So.
Oh, you're going to get back in contact with us?
Yeah. Just like, the situation is fucked.
Oh, what happened, Megan?
Like, at this point, like, the narrator steps in. Like, at this point, she proceeded to tell them what just happened.
Huh.
Clerk's alive.
All right, don't come near us. In fact, don't go to the airport.
Go back to the circus room.
You go back to basically. I hang up.
Tip extra.
All right.
They might be able to follow you.
I mentioned it didn't follow me.
It might have supernatural powers to hunt you. It might have.
Well, if it did, it sucks at it.
You're the one running away.
Like, it went off in another direction.
It can probably find you again.
It was within sight of me. If it wanted to hunt me down, it would have.
Well, maybe it will want to hunt you if you come near the 2 containers, the artifacts.
At this point, I'm grabbing the slot.
Our only hope now is to get the artifacts away from the things. To be honest, we should have just driven out of town instead of waiting at the airport.
Well, since I was in front of a police station, I grabbed the artifact, which I had to borrow one, and just waltzed the fuck on in on my cell phone.
Well, at least
I need to report something in a minute.
All right, the medallions are separate, so maybe that means something, and it can't. If it needs all of them.
Yeah. Just be glad that it didn't realize you had one of the totems.
Exactly. Look, fine. I'm gonna find some place to hide for a bit.
Yeah. This mission is over. We're fucking this has gone way beyond. I have no idea what to do. We have no guns.
And I'm gonna call in and report this, but if he tells us to contain the situation, I'm gonna tell him to go fuck himself.
While they're doing this,
we need a full tack team here for this.
I'm calling Cantrell forthwith while they're having this conversation.
Okay. So, and just to confirm right now, because you're going, it's like you're getting out. So, all right. So you're at the airport now.
You know what?
Is the flight there?
So, all right. That would be the next one. Where are you waiting in term between?
A parking lot of another police station.
Okay. So you're waiting there. All right. Ugh. You're becoming the creature. Hey, you get your wish. All right, so go ahead.
I call it Cantrell.
All right.
Cantrell, this is give whatever special designation I need. Make sure we do the secret handshake. Bit of a snag. How are we doing with the ETA on that flight out?
So that's like we have the chartered flight. It should be available for you the next 20 minutes if you start driving there now.
All right.
I'll communicate that shortly. Just so you know, we were unable for reasons to secure Helen Thompson. So
why? What's going on with that?
She's a fucking
she might have been transformed into something dangerous that might be trying to chase medallions that we have. So we need extraction real fucking quick. Probably some artillery or something.
Yeah, we have no idea what's going on. We got here.
Let's say that my handgun was useless.
The handgun didn't do crap to it, so that's why I'm kind of thinking maybe just kind of get us out of here quick because this is a scrub.
Yeah,
it's not happening.
Okay, this is get over there to the hangar 227. Over there, you will have clearance going through. Don't even bother. Stopping for that. We know that we have your vehicle descriptions for your rentals. We will have something waiting by, but you need to get there now.
Quickly send a message, text to both fellow agents.
I drive as fast as I can without having to make a drive check.
Okay, so
follow traffic laws. I'll see you get pulled over.
You say make a drive check. I say no. I wasn't trying to do that.
Okay,
I was trying to drive at. My drive is 20%, so I don't want. If I have to make a drive check, I'm going to die.
Oh my god!
That's why. I was saying as I was leaving, I stopped. Looked to the direction it went. Fuck.
So
I'm gonna go to the direction it went.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to figure out where it's going.
Okay, I'll let you make one more knowledge check.
I succeed.
Succeed? That is in the direction of the airport. You now see him going around the time. That's where you are supposed to be meeting.
Calling him. I heard calling.
Yeah.
It's heading to the airport.
Okay. I'm just going to drive out of state. I've got a full tank of gas. I'm just going to, get the highway and just...
Fine, I'm going to call the other.
Yeah.
Call him. Call her. Mm-hmm. It's heading to the airport.
Towards the airport or slightly offset?
As in the only place that's in the direction where it flew off is the airport.
And us, relative to you.
Yeah.
Which means, is it off-center or dead on?
There's nothing else in the way it's going.
Except us.
I assume
we're carrying the artifacts.
It's probably chasing it then.
Okay. All right. The upside? I don't have any medallions. So, all right. I'm actually going to maintain course and keep to well-lit, populous areas.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to stop it.
It's a very callous maneuver, Tom. That's all it is.
Okay. So, in this case, let's see. I'm going with drive casual.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm not drawing attention to myself.
Okay.
To be fair, I should have been driving this entire time. I should have been getting farther and further.
And just keep going until you hit coast.
Basically.
Okay. Let's see.
Or get to a fucking military base.
Yeah.
What's your navigate at?
That's a good question. My navigate is 50%, motherfucker.
All right. So,
I have a 50% chance of looking fucking stupid by being so bold about this.
all right.
And I do. I rolled a 69.
Okay.
Nice.
So this was your attempt to drive casual and get lost in the crowd.
All right.
So essentially, doing from that.
So I'm literally on a road called Ambush Alley.
Very much so.
Yeah.
So with works at
Totally alone. Very obvious. Big cornfield by me. I wonder why there's a cornfield in Arizona. Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and make an alertness check.
All right. 90. Oh, no, only 85.
Oh,
Which is a failure.
it's a failure.
By the way, do I need to staunch any bleeding or anything, or is it more like a bruise?
So it's more like it is a flesh wound. So it was a bad one, but you can you have a kit that would be able to take care of that. So it's not bad. So
First aid of 10.
So maybe don't do that.
Yeah, so I find someplace else to
Or
get.
I have medicine at
If you
20.
crit fail, you'll hurt yourself.
Yeah.
I have medicine at 20.
Anyway, but yeah, you're looking back on the lights. You're thinking you're okay until you feel the car sway to the side a little bit. That's and hear a thump
Like on the roof?
onto your side. You
Look on the side.
You're looking over, and there is a green-clad, biker with a yellow scarf that is staring. You assume is staring daggers at you from his compound eyes.
I sideswipe him.
Okay. So,
Drive check at 20. That's an 85 again.
Wow.
Twice in a row.
That's a good
So
number.
that's a failure. So what happens?
it's not a crit failure. You try to sideswipe him. He sees what you're doing, pulls back, and you get on the gravel
Okay.
to the side of it too. And that's it's choppy. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and make a correction. I'll give you a +10 because you're just correcting to it.
Okay.
So you have a 30% chance to correct, or else something.
30%.
That is a 33, so that's a crit failure. 3 over.
As
The
you're
lowest possible crit failure. So,
But as you do, it's like try to overcorrect. It does not help. You hit the gravel and turn the vehicle over.
all right.
So,
how much damage?
all right, gonna take a look from that. Were you wearing your seatbelt? Luck check.
Wow. All right.
No, you know, I'll
I could be a shitty driver. We don't know that much about Shirelle. I'll accept it. Low. I am wearing my seatbelt.
all right. So any damage that you have will be halved
Okay.
from that. It's still a
That
car
should be at
crash.
least as dangerous as a bullet, because the
Yeah.
car's overturning.
Yep.
You're glad it's halved because that would have been 10 damage. So you only take 5.
All right, I'm at 7 hit points, so I'm not doing well.
All right.
Not having the
This
best
has not
day.
been the best day for you.
Okay.
Okay. Is the phone still on?
Yeah, I said I was having it on the entire time.
All right. So
there
yeah,
you
you
go.
two, you hear the car crash.
Actually,
so-
like, when I hear this, when the noise up, where are you? What mile marker?
Did my phone break?
Luck check.
Whoa. Actually, now it's going to be high because I actually made that. And I get 30. So I failed. So my phone breaks.
Is that for low? I thought that would be on the low side. So.
I choose. I said high this time.
Oh, you said high. I'm sorry. I thought you said low.
So
Okay.
It was low last time. So I'm
Alright.
switching it up. So obviously I
Yep.
failed.
So yeah, in this case, Sherelle's phone goes dead. The link goes there, and Cantrell is demanding where she is.
Like, I don't know.
Didn't exactly have a mile marker. She would have been between. If she followed the plan, she would be between these markers.
Like, I'll get there. I'll try to get there and see what I can see.
All right. Okay. If you know that too. So also, I'll let you make one more roll before you do that. If you have computer science, I can say you can do a GPS
I do have
trace.
computer science,
Do that.
and I succeed.
You know exactly where she ran off the road at about
I'm
like
driving
5
there.
miles outside of town. So on the way out.
I'm driving
Recklessly fast?
fast enough. I took out some numbers already.
Well, fast enough to require a drive checker now.
GTA
Yeah?
Central.
She might be my partner might be a Navy.
Okay. Make the roll, please.
We showed you a good time.
No, I fail.
All right.
Just fail.
Okay. So
Am I just? I'm gonna be.
yeah, you're gonna be running behind. So.
Okay, so I'm hanging from my seatbelt. An upside down car.
How many hit points do you have, by the way?
7. I had 12 to start with.
Also, okay, making sure from that.
Yeah.
So you're down there. You go. It's like you can hear the footsteps crunching next to you.
Okay, I scrambled to get out and start crawling away.
Yeah. You do see that it's like you as you're crawling away to or trying to. You do see that the Karen was in the trunk, right?
Yeah.
So that's popped and through the crash, and you see it splayed out. Not only about I would say about 10 or 20 yards from you.
Okay.
So, but next to you though, you do see one of the
I had the bird.
you have the bird.
Yeah.
It starts talking to you.
What does it say?
So, it's like you hurt. You won't survive the ride or it's like or the wing tear.
I don't want to die. I grab it and try and run away.
All right, you do. All right. So you grab it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel it pull back towards the Karen, like it's stuck in position. And as you look at it, where the teeth you saw, the teeth on it,
mm-hmm.
you see it change to where, because one of those they had different holes where you could put them in to unlock it. But you see it produces teeth that can be used in all of them.
Okay.
So like it can interchange.
Oh, like keyholes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because essentially these were the totems were the keys to open it, but it changes its teeth. It's changing its teeth on its own will, apparently, to open all.
So that's fucked up.
I can help you fight. You'll have the hunger, but I'll help you fight.
Well, there's something trying to kill me walking right up ahead. So yeah, I'll just jab it in there.
The hunger. I like David Bowie.
Yeah. Hey-o. I shove the key into the keyhole.
Okay. So, all right. So you unlock it. It comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually see that in there, where it shouldn't have been, but you it's like grab that. You grab the medallion,
Okay.
and everything flushes white for you for a second.
Okay.
You wake up, so look out, and you seem to be in some sort of monastery. So, looking up on a higher mountain peak
Okay.
with elderly Asian man in front of you, looking very friendly.
Uh-huh.
Like, well, you're not dead.
So,
Or I could be dead and this is purgatory or some... Anyway, there's any number of afterlives it could be. I don't want to get into my pedantic... hello?
hello. You see behind him, there's one of that's like that seems to be a combined totem of all the. That's like the one you saw, that grasshopper, that tiger, and a hawk.
Okay. So I'm channeling power from this? Is that how this works?
You're more. That could be precise. You're more a container
Okay, sure.
that everybody is. Not for one thing or the other.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's like, are you wanting to find yourself useful to your people?
Yeah. Being dead is not very useful.
So, well, we could, we can give you the power for that, but you decide whether or not, but it will carry the price of feeding that power.
Sure. No, I want it. I don't want to die.
Okay. Then you embrace life
Yeah.
and the hunt.
Sure.
Embrace the fuck out of it.
So he hands you, hands you this, what looks like a large container that have almost 3 slots in them for those medallions. Press this against the other that is chasing you, and he will give you that power the power that he's stolen.
Okay.
So, and you wake up, and you immediately see that you have. Not like that you have that thing in your hand. It almost still looks like it's made of that silver, that metallic stone. And the rider is now on top of you. Just put on your mask.
Yeah, I just shoved it in him.
You're shoving at him?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make sand check.
Okay. Well, 22 crit success.
Oh shit! So, oh god.
And I'm like, yeah. That's what he said would happen. I don't badly disbelieve that for the man in the other universe.
All right. He convulses for a second, and you see the 2 other medallions, because he just shakes, seem to wrench from his body in bloody cow. So it's spraying a purplish-esque blood outside of it, and he falls back. Mm-hmm. And you can barely hear through the voice, just repeating, no, I was promised this, no.
Kind of kick them away from him.
So, all right.
Yeah, I pick them up.
So, and you feel the urge to slot them.
Sure.
Okay. And that's where you're gonna go ahead and black out.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So,
I chose death or not death. And not death involves blacking out. So...
You didn't choose the bug life. The bug life chose you.
It's actually a bird's life, so...
Oh, well, fine.
Yeah.
Calm, motherfucker.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nevermore.
Yeah.
All right. So back to you for a second, guys. So where
I was going straight to the extraction point.
You're going to the extraction point?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're going to get there. Cantrell's asking you where the hell are the other 2?
Container. Where's the backup? Weapon. Something. I don't know.
It's just
you got the description. Some kind of carapace.
Yeah, we've dealt with this right now. So she pulls on the back. Do you know how to use? Do you have the training and pulls out a flamethrower?
Well, you see,
Out of
Do I?
you see, I had this crazy year abroad when I was an undergrad. Because literally, this
We overthrew a government.
This character has some of the weirdest fucking 10-20% spreads. So, I know a few things. Do you have a machete?
No.
Nuts. I'm just telling you, the Peace Corps sometimes is anything but.
Looking from there, so we have this from you. So
All right. Well, let's just get going. Is there any more backup or?
So we have she has 2 other agents behind her they're bringing along, and you see them loading up shotgun with
any driver training or am I driving?
Yeah, they will. I will say this night they're going to get you there. So
Okay.
Tom,
I'm racing to her crash location.
okay. So I will say, go ahead and you don't have to make another driving check, but go ahead and make another alertness because you're pulling up to the site. You can actually see where the car is gone.
32. Yep.
32. All right. You pull up to the crash site. You see that the car is overturned and there are drag marks. And about 20 yards off from it, you see Sherelle's, what you assume Sherelle is, but she seems to be on the ground just writhing.
Why would you assume? Like, do I look like me, or am I like...
So that's a bit off. And you saw the rider, or what you appeared, that's like the rider that you saw, but he's lying dead on the side.
Hey, Sherelle, you okay?
Mm-hmm. She's not responding now, but that's when you hear the footsteps behind you. Very large, plodding footsteps.
Turn around.
Oh, Helen's behind you, or what used to be Helen and is now is that.
Oh, cock.
Hey.
Yeah. So, all right, Jarrell, you wake up, but you're seeing life in a whole new light. You are, that's like, the first thing you feel is ravenous hunger, like you have never felt before. It just feels like a hole in the pit of your stomach that is driving you forward. You put your hand over your eyes, but you notice that they are almost... that's like you almost looks like you're about to cut yourself as you take a look at, manage to get one of the shards of glass and see that this is the reflection that's showing you now.
All right, I'll just make that sand check right now.
Yep. Please
I'll
give me
make that sand.
Yep.
All right, that's an 86.
That's 1 away from 85.
What? Yeah. That probability curve, huh,
I
guys?
thought 86 would be a more significant number.
Yeah. It should be like 20.
Yeah.
Or what? I don't know.
No, in this case, take 10.
Yep, that's a breaking point, by the way.
Oh, good.
That's a breaking point. Let's see here. So I'm at 45. Let's see, 45 minus 11. Let's see here. 34. My next breaking point is at 34. All right, so yeah, I'm batshit. Fight. I'm just gonna eat them, I guess.
All right. Well, you see 2 things in front of you.
All right. What appears to be something that I could eat?
Well, you look. You see that the rider is down and is helpless, but you're feeling extremely weak, so you can do that. You see your partner, but you don't know her, and you see a giant,
The thing I
purple,
described.
like winged creature behind him that is about to attack. All of it looks delicious, although the most delicious looks at that winged one back there. The other one is like, the rider almost seems like a snack at this point.
Oh, well, the most delicious. Gotta give me some chicken wings, yeah.
All right, so take that out. All right.
Finger licking good.
It's concentrated on Megan, so go ahead and make a roll. What's your unarmed?
40?
Make that 80.
Okay, well, that's a number. 71.
71. You get a strike. Go ahead. Let's see. Rolling damage. That's going to be 3d10.
Okay, well, those are large numbers.
That is not a small number.
Yeah. Let's see. 16 damage.
16 damage. All right. Tom, that's like are almost frozen a second as you see a blur of a humongous claw come from behind you and cut a huge rip into it's like what used to be Helen. The unearthly scream behind you just pierces your eardrums as you're seeing some other entity that seems to be some weird amalgam of an insect, a tiger, and some bird standing in front of you. Go ahead and make a sand check.
55.
God damn it! So,
Yeah.
all right, that one. Go ahead and only take 5. So, So, but I believe that will take you in a fight, flight, or freeze moment. So,
When it's 5 or more once, or you hit a break point.
yeah.
I'm
So,
one away from a break point.
So, how much did you lose at once?
5.
5.
yeah,
Yeah, that's.
So, fight, flight, or freeze.
Fight.
Fight. Okay.
I empty the gun into Helen thing.
Okay. Go ahead. So, all right. Yeah. You're,
Oh, that's the one who saw the hotel room. So
yeah. All right.
You have a
Yeah,
grudge.
I'm gonna go ahead and make your shot. So.
Miss.
All right, so too bad off of that. You'll get one more shot after this since you'll still be in a fight mode. All right. That's like Helen looks at you and is going to go ahead and make an attack. That's like with one of what appears to be a giant spear, chitinous spear.
You're a transfer.
What?
Whoa!
Damn, Ross.
Somebody's not going to get a chance to dodge. So 87, though. She is too wounded and is making mistakes. So you don't have to make a dodge. So what are you
Your
going to
role
do?
playing is intense there. Ross.
I'm trying to stay in character. I bite it. What's 60?
16? All right, is that hit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's 80 for that. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll your damage again. So
right.
she was putting everything into that one.
That's pretty good actually. 13 plus 9, 22.
22. So, yep. It ends. You end up. So, describe your damage onto her.
I just bite her in the throat.
Tear her head off.
Rip it off and start eating from like the shoulder blades down.
All right. Yeah, you feel just this ravenous hunger sated as you're going through her sinew. That's like the armor essentially peeling off, getting to the like a crab peeling off everything for the sweet meat underneath until she's nothing more.
Golly, I hope there's no traffic passing
Yeah.
by.
This is a lone road that you were trying to get off. This.
It's a lonely road.
Yeah, but you managed to go ahead and you finish your meal and feel more complete than ever. And come back to a second to see it's like Megan standing there. So, Megan, what is your reaction?
If you can understand me, give me a sign. Before I shoot you with my useless hand.
Do I hear that? Do
So-
I understand that? Can I understand human speech at this point?
Luck
Or am
roll.
I? All right, that's
Roll.
fair.
Out of the fair.
I'm not pointing at him just because I know
Well.
I've seen how effective this thing is.
That's a failure.
Nope. You don't understand that.
I'm eating.
Yeah, you finished your meal. You are. You were looking at him.
Am I full, or should I eat the common? Or should I eat
You
the
were
right?
full because this was a full. You
All right,
realize
what do my instincts tell me what to do?
that you need to continue hunting, but you have to seed first. So, and you realize that is giving people. That's like for the best meal, you have to give others the coins to be. That's like the others the coins to be the vessels that you feed off of. The silver ones.
Okay.
So your last thoughts at this point are feeding. You can now easily pick up the cairn.
All right, I
Is
do
there-
that, and I hand it to them.
Well,
Or is it the coins that I want to hand to them?
You actually take all of the coins out.
Okay.
And throw it to the ground. So
Yeah.
you have what you need to survive now.
Okay. I fly away, I guess.
So yep, you're on one. So and Corella is gone in the night.
Well,
So after report.
Car rolls up, agents pile out. He's holding a flamethrower and a cigarette. Lit cigarette.
All right. Given that's like all the details of it that that's like once they go over the next couple days, they find out that Helen was actually taking artifacts from her house, particularly in an attempt to smuggle them out of the city. She apparently was in contact with a local syndicate back in San Francisco who was looking for certain artifacts of particular nature. And once she found that, she found out more information about that. She attempted to get those out, in particular for a paid agreement. That's like her father. Her father actually did have multiple sclerosis, but it was in the very, very early stages. And of it, and she was afraid that he was going to lose them, and heard at least through his research that he had that this was supposed. She even told from their contacts this was supposed to cure it. So when she found out it didn't, she took the remaining artifact that he had taken, and then when fiddling around, touching one of those, started hearing the voices, which shows most of her recordings in there. As far as the writer was concerned, and then you saw the general result. As far as the writer, they cannot identify the body from it because it is so inhuman, but it will now occupy its own green box forevermore now. For the two of you, it's like the information is you are not particularly fully blamed for the situation since it went so far out of control. But Agent, sorry, Tom, what was your last name again?
Harder.
Agent Harder, you are going to be, that's like you are pretty much pushing pencil duty for the rest of your career at this point, as you are one of the few who might be a target in the future, so they want to keep a close eye on you. So, and as for you, Dr. Alley, so you will be. It's like you have a lot of general information since you did not thankfully see the majority of this, but but the rest of your days are somewhat confined to studying the remains of the Karen in the hopes of maybe finding your friend at one day.
Well, I mean, if they're not going to pull me to the field again, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay, so, but yeah, if you can keep to that, that's fine. But that Karen remains a kind of grim reminder of the loss that you suffered. So
okay,
all right, and finally, Jarrell, you learn later on that you can, despite this, you can actually retract your form into, it's like what you used to look like a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but your eyes always have a slight gleam to them that's very unnerving. So you take to wearing very dark sunglasses even at night to be able to take from here. And you learn that, through your own research, that yes, San Francisco is apparently where you need to be in order to make the most of your new knowledge. So you go to the contacts out there, and every night you usually have a very lovely conversation with the gentleman who's instructing you more about what you've become.
Okay, I basically joined the new faith. Yeah.
All right, so that's the end of it. So, Avatar War, questions, comments, suggestions? So.
Yeah, I like the supernatural idea behind it. Like the idea, like you hunt and then you curse other people to become your prey. Like that's a really cool idea.
Yeah, I'll actually tell you where I got the idea from, because I will. If you want to do the pictures, I'll put that up. But this is actually from everything I showed was from the Kamen Rider series O's, and the whole point of that is that the creatures were literally sentient greed. That they, in order to feed themselves on other people's greeds, it looked really stupid, but they used the small coins to slot and create greed, yeah,
okay.
as like physical manifestations of it.
Yeah.
But they slotted these to the humans that would basically start indulging all of their worst vices. Like there was a guy who just kept eating until he produced the monster, and they essentially sustain themselves off of it. So what I modified in that case is instead of these monsters that popped, it just turns them into a Shoggoth-like creature that, under normal circumstances, would feed on anybody he could find, and then it would pull from that essence. So
the motorcycle rider was the same type of thing that Mike become.
Yes. So essentially, he had gotten another one of coins, and this one is more of an offshoot. As I was saying,
there's two categories of coins: the animal monster thing, and then the Shoggoth jellyfish.
Yes. So those are more or less like hunters that the riders essentially feed off of. Yeah. So, and then the one that you saw was an offshoot. I made it in this terms of more of an offshoot of the shows that this was something of their older religion that they were trying to get back.
So I would think, I think it would be. I like the idea, but I think it would be better if it was like some structure. So you basically are taking this remote location. Basically, they would set up a hunting preserve where they take desperate people in there, and this is just one way of structure, but like. The idea would be like, all right, so they take people, put them in a really bad situation, and then they give them a coin to give them to survive. So, like, put them in a sweatshop, and then suddenly they use the coins, have the endurance to survive in inhumanly long work shifts and shit like that. Or in a prison, or in a refugee zone. It's not the most desperate, people out there, and so they have no choice but to use the coins just to survive. And then, of course, the hunters come in to prey upon them. And so, the Delta Green operation is the agents are in there, and, they already know the rules. The start of the scenario, explain, here's what's happening. Okay. And so, then the thing is, we don't know who has a coin, we don't know who's a prey monster, and we don't know who's a hunter monster. We want you to shut this down. So you need to infiltrate this area, go undercover, and then identify who the hunter monsters are, because they have to be human part of the time, and then kill them. And prey monsters, find out who they are and use them as bait, or in which case you're exploitative as the hunters, or maybe you want to use yourself as bait because you're a fucking martyr because the prey monsters still have some kind of power. Certainly humans are at a massive disadvantage against the hunter monsters. So like then it becomes a more like the players know what's going on, and then the question is, one, it's like who's human and who's non-human, because they can look human at any time, and two, like you're trying to keep these people, So that's how I would do it, but like that's just the idea I had. So, because the thing about this scenario is that we were basically 10 steps behind everyone else, and the entire scenario was us playing catch up, and we just got to the point where we. Oh, okay, and then they literally flew up in the distance.
Yeah, I would actually say that just because of it was mainly a failures and then like roll failures and then what's going on, because had you gone a little bit earlier to had Tom or somebody else gone a little bit earlier to the hotel,
okay,
I would say within the next day you would actually have caught Helen before the transformation, and she would have divulged more of the details about why she was here, who she caught that, and a little bit more of the writer. But since you kind of went through the immediate, it's like, holy shit, let's just get everything out of town right now, which is what the previous group did as well, that they kind of hit that once they hit the corners and went, fuck, no, we're not.
Yeah, it's just, I think it was like, oh shit, what's going on, what the fuck, and then we only get this sort of thing. It's a different kind of like scary of like knowing that you're fucked, rather like what the fuck is going on. So like,
it was like fighting just didn't seem to be an option.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
And I was actually saying it would have actually come to that choice if had it's like because a couple more sand checks had been said, and also Ross was the one who lost the most initially, so he was the one who was more receptive to the voice.
Well, I also had the bigger one, the bigger container. So I mean, I like the idea, and I think it does have potential. But having players interact more with it, like understanding what the rules are, and then like you also had the temptation element, and it's like, well, I can get one of those coins. And one, I can know that they're going to come after me, and two, and I get more power. Like I have super endurance or whatever.
Yeah, the big thing about it is that in order to fuel that, it's just the constant eating. So for the ritual, it's going to have to be constantly finding somebody to become the seed monster, have them consume, and then literally eat them to keep up that power. So it's just a constant hunger that revolves.
No, I get. I like the vampiric angle.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like if you also bulk up some of the research and investigation.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that
instead of 150 objects, make it like we know what was stolen, so we don't have to do that busy work. And like find these objects because you could. Yeah. So that was kind of like. I mean, it's fine to have red herrings too, but like we're like, oh, the shit. There's a lot missing.
And I'll admit right now that's probably a failing on my part for tonight because I
mean, I like the legend element that you threw out there. That's like a great start. And if minor expansions with a bunch of distortions maybe would actually give us details that we think are worthy and we might not be worthy that we have to research or try out. So, it's a thought.
No, absolutely so.
But I was entertained. I like it. So.
We work well as a team too.
Do we?
I think we did.
Up until I turned into a monster.
We did team building exercises.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually really happy
we did the best we could with what we knew.
Yeah,
I was actually happy with you because the other one, all the other groups were looking at it and going like, nope, we're not touching that damn thing. Nope.
Well, my character's like, I don't want to die. I know that thing's going to kill me, and I don't want to die, which is a rational response.
But and the original one, I will say that monster you said was actually from Kamen Rider Shin, which was a movie they made in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was meant to look more monstrous. So on that for the grasshopper monster.
But I mean, I'm not like I'm a historian. I'm not like some SEAL Team 6. Like I will die for the cause. Semper Fi, motherfucker. That kind of thing. Yeah. So.
And this was an older change too because the last time I did it, I had more paramedics and I had the paramedics and federal agents, and this time around I was testing it with the anthropologist group to see.
Yeah, weirdly enough, the academics don't want to fight because
no, I have 10-20% for different things. Like almost
dodge of 50. So.
Yeah, I think my dodge was still base 30. Seriously, look at the skill layout. It is insane. It's like I know a little bit of everything, and will probably fail every roll. So
which works out. So, but I'm glad you enjoyed it, guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, good.
We'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye.